There's a lot of opinions out there. Me, I'm online 6 days a week, multiple times. Been doing that in person or online for 51 years so far. I like helping people get to a million to billion. Is that okay? Let's play my way just a little bit today because I think you can stop it. Let's get unstuck. Okay? What does that mean? Being stuck kind of sucks. I'd like you to get out your tablet and pen, quit scrolling, and pay attention today as we begin to do it again and again. Do it my way. I'm going to show you exactly how I got to my first billion. Well, I had to start at million first. What do we do? Well, let's write down rules and tools. Can you write down rules and tools for me, please? See, rules and tools are pretty simple. If I give you the rules and the tools, would you actually follow through? Most people right now are using their personal credit to start a business, kind of get stuck and use their personal credit to run the business and get started. That's actually the biggest mistake because you didn't have to do it that way. See, when I wrote rules and tools like this here, winning the game of business, I wrote this basically when I was 14 years old. I invent Car Finder, put it out there, get some money, got, 15 years old, got $1 million in the bank. Not possible, but I did it. I wrote this at 14, put it out there when I was 16. Today, we're going to be talking about winning the game of business, winning the game of business. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing so far? Wow, hey, Renette, how you doing? I haven't heard from you. How are you feeling? Your emergency surgery and all that crazy stuff. Thank God. My God is good all the time. So we got Renette on the line today. It's great because she had this major surgery. She's been out for a while. She's one of our great employees. The difference is what? I'll just keep pray. She comes back right away. All right. So winning the game of business. That's the goal. Emmy's good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Jake. Good morning. All these people coming in. That's fantastic. Understand, winning the game of business. What does this mean? Instead of using your personal credit to finance your business and start it, you don't have a corporation yet. It's in the link tree. It's there. It's free for you. I've been giving them for free for 50 plus years. You just pay a little filing fee and that's it. But the problem with most of you basically paid for a corporation, attorney, CPA, incorporating service, and you didn't learn diddly squat. Let me teach you the rules and tools. So first million, all right, 15 years old, got out this at 16, help people. Then the first billion. That was basically when I was 21 years old, getting up to my billion, building my structure. Structure builds finances and dreams. So if we understand how to play the game, I'd like to think about it today. What if today you did exactly what I asked you to do, and I handed you a credit card today, a credit card. Let's say I hand you a card for 50,000, like this one here. Here's 50,000. What do you want to do with it? Here's 50. Come on. What do you do with $50,000? It's a business card. It doesn't show up on personal file. So now you got 50,000 here. What are you gonna do for your business? See, the reality is rules and tools, and credit is the way you finance the business to offset the taxes. So if we do this correctly, what's going to happen is here's 400,000 just on ink cards. See, Chase has ink cards with no interest rate up to 22 months. That's kind of nice. So the ink card is great. You can have it per division, by the way. So what does that mean? If you build your structure financial dream, it would be looking like this. This actually gets you 16 million of credit. So if you wanted to build your business, I'd like to have you think about my way because I'm going to build structure and finance in the dream. So good morning to all of you. What do we have to do? Today, if you want, I'd like you to make $1,000. Yeah, that's right. See, if you refer people and you share the live and they come into a program with me, I give you up to 20%. Today, you can make $1,000 to actually get store credit. Either way, you get to win. Isn't that good? We get to play the game and win the game. I just like to win the game. Is that okay? So remember when I wrote winning the game of business, all right? Put it out there. Do you know what's really weird? In 1976, when I put that first series out there, I was 16. They all thought I was 23. I had a beard at 12, so guess what we get to do? We get to play the game to win if you want to play, but it's up to you. So a building, what happens? Structure. If today we had your corporation set up, okay? Let's say it's an LLC or LLP. Okay, what's going to happen is very simple as we play this game to win. Your goal is very simple. If you stop scrolling and pay attention, you could actually change your life if you want to, but it's going to be up to you. For instance, here's your parent company right here. Let's say it's an LLC, okay? Well, the LLC is a limited liability company, limited liability company, and they basically have a problem. There's 9 types of LLCs, and you have a 15.3% unemployment tax. What happens to a lot of the people out there go, get your kids, your wife, and your dog, cat, fish, and work for the LLC. Makes no sense. So the reality is very simple. We're trying to get there. We have to build a foundation to build a dream. Every one of these entities has a credit file. So that means you have an LLC. Okay. What if you have the LLP? That's a limited liability partnership. Has the same problem here in the unemployment thing. That's 15.3% employment tax. If you had a C corp, understand C corporation is a closed corporation. It's probably held, probably owned. Then if you screw it up, you can kind of throw it away. It's easier that way. But it's audited and it's double taxed. So again, you got to be careful with that. If we have the S corporation's great because it has a 2553 form. The IRS allows your S corporation and you to file one tax return. You can also design your paycheck as it's called reasonable compensation. So you get to the point you break even. So if all of a sudden you wanted $1 million life, you can do that right away too. But it's up to you. If you want $1 billion life, let me know. I got my first billion in 21 through structure. I also incorporated 3 presidents of the United States of America, by the way. I'm the #1 consultant worldwide. If you don't know that, you get to know me. We'll get to know each other. Have some fun. So the S corporation, again, it's not double tax. It has what utilization. It has fun. We get single filing tax return. And what do we get to do? We get to look at our reasonable compensation and get a paycheck. Maybe you have a nonprofit, okay? The nonprofit organization is $112,000 a month. Income is what it is. Actually, it's a grant money. You get free money. It's kind of fun. You might have a PC, professional corporation. Okay. So these categories at the top, what happens is they're filed at state level. So let's write down state level. So right now, we're going to write down state level. If you would please understand what this means. Since they're filed at state level, everybody gets to see them. So what happens very simple today. If you had an LLC today, look online, the Secretary of State's in your state, you'll see it right there. Your name's there. You're the officer. And if they sue that, they sue you and your spouse. Good luck. If you have the LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC. This is why a lot of the silly people want 5 corporations and LLCs. So guess what we get to do? Understand, state level. If a corporation is state level, it's public record. See, it doesn't have a tax ID yet. Remember, that follows tax ID, but that follows SSN and SSY, 5. So we got to understand how to connect our dots. Who wants to be the duck? How many of you like bringing the pain home? How many of you like the fact that you could actually learn not to bring the pain home? You see, the reality is this is my wife's card here. It's a $50,000 card. This is a 10. Okay, let's understand what this means. When I helped set up the credit system, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit. We're talking about 1977. I was brought in as a consultant for TRW, became a Experian, by the way, as you don't know that. Experian is very simple. So guess what we get to do? As we get this started, we're going to have fun. Now I'm going to repeat things a couple of times. So at the beginning, it's going to be up to you as well. So what do we do? Fluctuation. 1977, my concept was very simple. Let's use the oldest credit card as history, and we put dots back in. Let's put a sticky now. The sticky is very simple. Let's look at this today, okay? This is a $10,000 credit card, 10,000, but it's not 10,000. See, the problem is you get a card and go, look, go shopping, let's go, what's it in there? Stop. Every card has a utilization of 29%. Write it down. I designed the system this way in 77 as a consultant for TRW. If you don't know, TRW became what? Experian in 96. We look at the utilization. Again, what happens? 29% on all cards equals a 750 score. If you had a 10% utilization, you'd have what? You'd have 800 plus. That's the goal. See, numbers never lie when people do. That's what I've been saying for over 50 plus years. And I'm online 6 days a week, multiple times a day. Been doing this for 51 years now. All right, it's very simple. KNX gave me the nickname of Godfather Credit after I built 60 billion of credit for my clients and myself. And we're talking a couple of presidents of America. We're talking Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers and Angels. Okay, so we look at the card here. It's not 10. All right, it says 10, but it's good for $2,900. If it's 29%, let's write it down. 29%. Can every one of you write down 29%, please? Type 29%. Tap the screen, tap the screen. Let's write down 29%. Because what happens at 29%, you stay basically in the green. Green is very strong because what is it's 750 score. If we do get it to a 10%, we have an 800 plus. Got it so far? Numbers don't lie when people do. So here's my wife's 10, here's her 50. So here's 70,000, okay? Let's understand something. All right, if we have a problem in life, we need some money, right? Money is what we need right away. What do? Okay. Well, the reality is all cards fluctuate, but these two do not. These one do not fluctuate. So I want you to write down Happy Thursday, Mark. Happy Thursday to you too. Very simple. Always good, always good. Thank you, Jesus. You see, God made us men to take care of the family. It is a happy man and spoiled wife. That's what it needs to be. If a man's not doing his job, that's the problem. He's not acting like a man. Sorry, I'm just going to tell you like it is. Not only am I a pastor, Dr. Reynolds, hey, you, and Pastor Reynolds, let's play the right way to get to where you want to go. So understand, these don't want fluctuate. Write it down. I want you to write down the American Express Gold or Platinum cards. Please write it down now. Do not fluctuate. What does that mean? They do not have a utilization problem. What does that mean? They do not have a utilization problem. So in other words, if I lost my job, had an emergency and had no blankety blank day, what would I do? I jack up these cards. See, they're unlimited up to $1 million. The actually pay over time limit is 100,000. So my wife's cards are very simple. They're right here. She doesn't take it past 10% because that's what we do. We don't have joint credit. Only dummies do that. We're not dummies. But again, this is a choice. So here's my wife with 70,000 utilization and no utilization at all, 200,000. Got it so far? That's a safety. By the way, here's my cards. See, the reality is simple. My wife and I do not have joint credit because only dummies do that. The next thing is we each have 200,000 of safety right here in front of you. The goal is very simple, learning rules and tools. When I established this, basically in 77, Tier W became Aspiring 96, they said, let's use race rules. So let's write down race rules and let's tap that screen because you can actually change your life if you want to today, if you want to. I'll teach you how to play the game and win every day. Is that okay with you? So what are we going to do? So if we put our credit back on track, personal credit, we now are CFO. You're now a CFO for your personal life, CFO. I'd like you to write down CFO, if you would please, for personal life. It's a chief financial officer for your family. A man must be a man, period. Do the job, make the money for the family, or die. That's how it works. That's how it works. Sorry. A man must take care of that family. I'm made out of God's image. We all men are. So we have to man up. We have to understand structure, finance, and dream. We are a CFO for family, period. That's first. We must take care of wife, dog, cat, and a fish, and a bunch of kids. All right, I got 6 kids. I have 13 grandkids. So what do? We make sure they're okay because that's our job. All right, it's very simple. I always said, happy husband, spoiled wife. That's how it works. So the man does his job. He doesn't bring the pain home. If you brought the pain home, it's because of the lack of knowledge. Today, I'm going to give you the knowledge to never bring the pain home. There's no reason to. You brought the pain home because of lack of money, probably. You use your money, your personal credit to start your business. That's wrong. Sorry, it is. All corporations are free. Thank you very much for those loves and flowers. Enjoying that fan club. Please say hi, hey, hey, hi. So we don't use our personal money to start a business. That's called dumb, dumb. We're not dumb. All corporations are free. They're in the link tree. Get them for free, whatever state, whatever type you want. Pay a little fine. That's it. Hey, good morning, Ronnie. So we use our money that's taxed to start it, and then we use our money to build it. That makes no sense. So in 77, I helped create this credit system in my rules and tools. In 1987, let's write down 1987. Please write down 1987. Type 1987. Please thank you, the fan club. It's great. Let's type 1987. In 1987, I created basically the file that allows tax ID for credit reports. So if we look at 1987, Ray Reynolds, Godfather Credit, a nickname from KNX, I'm a consultant for Tier W. What I established is using a tax ID, okay, to start a credit file. You now have Aspiring Credit business, you have Equifax business, and you have TransUnion business, okay, all because I started that, all right? Every entity gets its own credit file. So to understand, if we looked at your parent company here and had a division and divisions, they have credit files. This is how you start and run the business off borrow money. Borrow money is not taxable. Unfortunately, what most people do, they kind of screw it up. So today, I'd like you to make $1,000 by referring people and share this live with everybody and tap the screen because I'm trying to get 100,000 followers. I'm now on TikTok for 34 weeks and I have about 81,000 followers so far. I just want to change the world if I can before I die again. I died in 2009 at 5:41 on July 5th after taking one of my yachts in the backyard to watch the fireworks. Someone had a virus, they gave it to me. But I came back, but then one of my tax guys still stole my 3.7 billion. I built it again and again and again. So if we do this correctly, we'll understand 1987, a credit file was born under tax ID. Tax ID, what does this mean? I can get a credit file for each entity, and I can build credit for each entity. This is American Express. All right, here as we play this game here, These are basically what's called checkbook money. So if we do this correctly, we can do checkbook money, finance the business, or even get an American Express card. Every B of A card here is at 150. U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, okay, again Chase Bank as well. So the banks will give you lines of credit. That one company says they want this crap. Unfortunately, we have a lot of silly stuff on TikTok. That's okay. But if we do this right, what happens? Watch, every entity there, right? Every entity has an American Express card right here. So what this means, American Express card, they're trying to hand you 99 cards. Believe it or not, it's kind of crazy. That's right. Every one of these say Ray Williams University. So if I count correctly, and I have 3 of these cards, that's 300,000 right there. If I get 3 more cards, that's 600,000. 3 more cards is 900,000. By the way, there's $1,000,000. There's $1,000,002. See, when I came back from coma in 2011, I built $1,000,000 credit in 6 weeks because I have credit files under tax ID. See, we don't have to be the duck or sheep. We choose to do that because of your lack of knowledge. Sorry to say, but it's true. So if we understand it basically simple today's life, we stop scrolling. I'll get you in 12 months from here up to $100,000 a month. And I can guarantee it in writing. If you don't do it, I'll hand you $1,000 in cash. I'm the guy that we wrote a book years ago called "Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills" because it doesn't. Today, you can get $1,000 of commission as an affiliate to refer people, or you can get store credit. So let's stop the crap and let's understand how we can play this game. Because if you do it my way, I'll guarantee it in writing. Got it so far? I have 39 million, all right, Puppet Masters. 39 million clients in a Millionaire Puppet Master Club. They all got $1,000,000 of credit. But again, that's me. See, I incorporated Ronald Reagan, all right, Bill Clinton's nonprofit, and I did basically this, what's called Palace Birdies for these houses and everything else. I was for Trump, by the way. So I've incorporated 3 presidents, Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels, and learned to play the game to win. If you want to win, you can if you want to. But again, I'm going to say stop scrolling. Very simple. I'm going to get you to the point you can actually change your life if you want to. It's going to be up to you as well as we play this game to win. So again, the goal is very simple as we play this game. The goal is very simple. I want to win the game. To me, it's always been a game. You understand the game? So again, in 1987, it's very simple. I created the file that allowed tax ID on an application. On applications, you see a couple of things. You look at cash credit applications for, all right, business and corporations. You'll notice it has a division process in every cash application for the last 20 years because of me. So that means every application for cash credit allows the parent company or division to get credit. And I established the files in 1987. This gives us the ability to have entities and entities. Now, my next question for every one of you, how many of you have children? Can you type the word yes if you have kids, please? Yes, yes, yes. If you have kids, please type yes. I'd like to prove a point to you, if you would, please. So I understand something. So my wife and I, we got married 21 years ago. Okay, thank you for yes, saying yes, yes, yes. So 21 years ago, my wife and I became one. It is God, it is family, then it's money. I don't love money, but I know how to get millions and billions, okay? A man must do his job, has to be happy man, spoiled wife. If he does his job, he never brings the pain home. Because his lack of knowledge, he's done it 10 times. And the wife's going, this is going to work. She's afraid what he's going to do next. Personal credit, we're CFOs. We don't fluctuate, we don't screw up anymore. I'll show you exactly how to do that, and I'll repeat it 3 times today so you never screw up. Got it so far? So it is happy father, happy husband, happy man, all right, and his spoiled wife. Got it so far? Man does his job. I'm made in God's image. We all are. It's how it works, okay? Understand, we are made in God's image, and that's what it is. So it is for me, my wife and I, 21 years ago, became one. It is God, family, then money. Money's after that. So if we had children, that means they have credit files. What you have to realize one thing is very simple. When you had your baby at the hospital, okay, understand something. Mommy signed the SS5 form. I'm going to show you SS5 form that you actually signed for your child when they had your baby at the hospital. The government bonds us up to 35 million apiece because of an SS5. Well, all right, you're going to write down SS5 in a minute as well. Okay, let's understand exactly what we want to do. We have to understand simple. If I mess up, it's not me, it's a division. If I mess up, it's not me, it's a what? A division. So if we do this correctly, again, the parent company here at the top, very simple. All right, the PC is a professional corp. The nonprofit is basically getting money. It's grant money from there. We have an S corporation, a C corp. S allows you to have single filing when tax return. It's a reasonable compensation. C is double taxed and audited all the time. LLC and LLP are not corporations. I'm going to show you Chapter 18 of the law. It's very simple. It's very public record. So we do this correctly, what's going to happen today? We would take this and have a line of defense. This is a line of defense. This is a line of defense. This is a line of defense. So I'd like you to write down a line of defense, if you would, please. See, well, you have to realize something. A division has the ability to disconnect, isolate, incorporate itself, and throw itself away. Sorry, I want to have old blankety blank. I don't want to bring the pain home. Bringing the pain home sucks. I'm sorry to say it's true. So all of a sudden today, if we do this correctly, the way I designed it for me, when I get to my first million to billion, it's very simple. So we do this as a line of defense. What happens? So this is the parent company. This is all public record at the state level. It's right there. No rich and famous people does this besides you're trying to do something they don't do. Warren Buffett owns companies and companies. Or Bezos, again, Musk as well owns companies and companies. So the parent company can have a baby that is called a division. That division now has a tax ID that is called an SS4. Okay, SS4. EIN, all right, no problem. Tax ID. That tax ID now has three babies, okay? Each one of these have their own tax ID again, because we're allowed to do that as well. And then we get two more, and then one more. What this does in essence is create 16 million of credit. So if you wanted 60 million of credit, you could actually build this as basically every division has its own Experian, Trend, and Equifax report, so you could finance the business. See, when we talk about debt offsets taxes, you might want to write that down. See, debt offsets taxes. What do we mean? Okay, if I create a line of credit from the bank and I finance the business, I use debt to finance the business, and then the return is called profit. If I keep creating debt, it offsets the taxes. There's probably no profit. See, you have a president of the United States of America currently who doesn't pay tax. You might want to, I'm sorry, bitch and complain, but the reality is very simple. Trump doesn't pay tax. All right, no rich and famous people pay tax. The corporation gets all money to SS4. Let's write down SS4 again and again. SS4 is how you receive all your money in the future. If money is received at SS4, there's no tax due till you're profitable. Again, debt offsets taxes. So if we create lines of credit from the company or its divisions, we're actually creating debt to do what? Offset taxes. So when we look at SS4, I want you to focus on SS4. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, how you doing? Okay. Hey Ray. Hi. Hey, how back to you? How you doing, Alexander? We got choices. Again, I'm going to say always good, always good. Thank you, Jesus, because that's me. I'm thankful for every day. I've been shot, I've been knifed, I died in a coma. Been in 2 comas so far. But I'm still trying to help you, guys, so far. So understand. The SS4. SS4 has to be the key. Okay. The SS4. I can't reach your channel. Again, well, I'm all over the place on different platforms as well. All right, DM me here right now, and that's what you have to do. Just DM the old yellow button in the corner, and we'll get someone to call you as well today. Now, understand, if I take my LLC, my LLP, my C Corp, my S Corp, my nonprofit, my PC, they're on the Secretary of State's website. These are state filings. Understand state filing. Right there, it's public record, officers list, everything else. Unfortunately, 67% of you use your home address as an officer list, and that's called dumb da da dum dum. State still mailing lists. So we need to change that right away because what you're doing is kind of dumb. Now, what happens here is entities. When I wrote Winning the Game of Business, it's very simple. Do your homework and get to know me. Okay, I wrote this when I was 14 years old. I put it out there at 16. I invented a car finder at 12 and a half, got a million dollars to bank at 15. I'm driving a Lamborghini Countach to West Coast College at 15 years old. Bum, bum, bum. The government sucked me out of T, which was junior high, to be in a government program at 14. All right, they wanted to control me like they do everyone else. So the SS4, now let's write down, is a government file. All right, SS4, again, the government controls us. They want to control everything you're doing. So if I have a state corporation here, when I get my tax ID, it is a federal tax ID. This is how they track us to make sure we pay all the tax. But again, the SS4 allows us to create multiple credit reports. If every entity has a what credit report, then we can build more credit to finance the business and finance the dream. Borrow money is not taxable. So again, if we do this correctly, what's going to happen? So if you take your LLC, LLP today, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, okay, that's state filing. Once again, SS4 is right here, right here. If I have multiple SS4s, I can create 16 million of credit. I wrote this again at 14 years old. I created my first million at 15. I created my first billion structure at 21 years old. Do your homework, find out who I am. 100,000 to $1 million a month income if you want. But again, this is basically called a division and subdivisions. I created the whole platform to do this and got it approved by all 50 states. So if we wanted, take a picture of this because your organization have one of these. If you took whatever you have today and you basically do one thing, division, 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 every one of these divisions is a duck and a sheep. What does that mean? Very simple. Let's understand something, okay? Last year, okay, your banks did one thing, okay? Let's understand how this works and let's play the right way. Again, what happens? The banks last year did one thing, okay? Here's all the banks right here. Let's write down banks. No problem. They bankrupt 22,000 locations last year in your face. So that means the parent company B of A has a branch number. Every location is a branch number. So what do? They bankrupt the bad pieces, and they bankrupt and got rid of the bad pieces and kept all the assets up here at the top. See, this proves entities make sense because it's an umbrella called a corporate umbrella. If we looked at corporations, anything else like anything else, what do? We look at the United States of America. They have 50 corporations in 50 states. Every state has cities. Every city is the same process. That's how they bankrupt 12 cities using a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. So understand, if you could pay attention better than you do today, you'd find out it's very simple. The government controls us as in the SS5 when we were born at the hospital. Mommy filled out the form. This equals SSN. If I'm writing, you should write 2. Equals 1040 tax return. So what happens is very simple. Your paycheck you got because you gave this number to your employer as a W-2 employee, W-2. You thought your paycheck would be $1,000. It's not $1,000. They gave you a check for $728. And you're wondering, where's my damn money? See, if you understand how it works and you set it up, you can reverse the process and make sure you never bring the pain home. But it's the lack of knowledge you have today. I'm sorry. You do the same rerun every day. You do the same thing, you think someone's going to change. No one's going to save you. You're going to save yourself. I had no mentor besides Jesus Christ and God. So understand for me, I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. Mommy didn't want me. She was a kid. She didn't want a baby, so she tucked me in the trash can outside or basically Gardena Hospital. Kind of sucks. That's what we do if we play this game as well. If LLC, again, it doesn't matter what you have as long as you put divisions below it right now. That would be the ultimate goal. Division process. What do we look at? It's very simple. A division is a duck and sheep. If the banks bankrupt locations like they did right here, they bankrupt them. The cities did the same thing. Why aren't you doing the same thing in the way you set things up? Your paycheck is taxed. You don't want to really be a W-2 employee. You want to be an entrepreneur, but the reality is 99% fail. What if we had a division and we're not a duck or sheep? See, the goal would be very simple as we play this game to win. The goal is to win the game of business, and that's what I designed it for me. Remember, in 1987, what did I do? I created what? I created a file. In other words, what happens? Very simple. I got put into the credit system because of the way I think and process information, or for some reason. I got sucked out of T. Wicker Junior High at 14, the Owens Coast College in the government program. Kind of sucked too. But I'm an orphan. Somebody gave a they were sorry, I say no one gave a shit. But the reality is no one gave a whatever. Okay. So in 1987, I established using a tax ID, EIN, okay, SS4 form per division and entity. Each one of these is like your children and you today have a credit file, This built 16 million of credit based on my original design here, knowing how to play the game. And I wrote that at 14, put it out there at 16. If you do your homework, you'll find out who I really am. And the reality is all my patents, everything else I ever created. I created my first billion structure at 21. I don't know why you didn't do that. Okay? That's $1 billion right there. That's a billion one. Okay? Wrote this at 14, put it at 16. division process. Could be houses or assets, whatever you want it to be, or building or cars. Very simple. At the time, I had 21 cars in my car collection. I actually leased them to movies and magazines all the time. I've had people stand next to me, look at my car, oh goody. One of the guys on TikTok standing went to next to my car, one of the cars, and the license plate says me. And it's like, he got a car. Yeah, right. All these, sorry, I'm trying to refrain from saying they're phonies, but anyway, you have $100,000 income in 12 months if you want. I'll guarantee if you do what I tell you to do in 12 months or less, you can do what you need to do. If you're slow, maybe take 14 months. If you do what I ask you to do, if it doesn't work, I'll hand you $1,000 in cash. See, what we're going to do is we're going to build this my way. Why? Because I'm going to say very simple, my way works. Your way sucks. I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you the truth. Now, I have a problem. I always have problems. This seems life. Life has problems. We all have problems, okay? What happens, okay? I have 53 million of credit. This is 1988. They're shrinking my limits. What do I do? What do I do? I took 4.6 million of the credit right here, okay, and I created a matrix. I loaned out the money because borrow money is not taxable. What I did is went to the library. At the library, I found out C191D. Can you write that down, please? C191D. That's what I found out. See, back then we had to do our research at the library all the time. So C191D. It's not a pyramid, dummy, Anthony. I don't like stupid people. Sorry. Okay? Divisions are not pyramids. That'd be like saying Bank of America is a pyramid. That's like saying the United States of America of all the cities and states are pyramids. That's called dumb. Okay? I don't like dumb people. But again, it's just some. I got to refrain myself. Okay. All right. So we're not going to build a pyramid scheme. It's bullshit. That pisses me off. Anyway, every tax ID, banks, grocery stores, and cities build this in front of you. All right, that'd be like saying Elon Musk has a pyramid. That's called stupid, okay? The guy has billions and billions of goodies. He's a trillionaire because of his pieces. Pieces, okay? So again, 53 million of credit cards, 1988. What did I do? I created a form called assignment of mortgage. Can you write that down? Can you write down assignment of mortgage? So here's the thing. I was a consultant for TRWS, and I did that many things as well. But I'm also the consultant for Carlton Sheets, David Gatto, and Rex Stalby. I'm training their coaches and coaches. I'm redoing their system because I think their system sucks, in my opinion. Assignment of mortgage. I create that form in 1989. And you know why? Because I had my apartment complexes, all my shopping centers, all these pieces. I literally have billions of dollars of goodies. I have corporate assets for like 2.2 billion at 26 years old. See, I don't own anything. I'm not dumb enough to do that. I'm a puppet master. I started the Puppet Master Club 50 years ago, and that's what the goal is, to be a puppet master, not to be a duck and a sheep, okay? Unfortunately, you're doing your way, I don't like it. You're using your personal credit to start it and run it. No, 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 no. We're going to create a matrix. Depends how big your matrix wants to be, understand? So my problem in 1988, I have 53 million of credit. Now, what understand something? I am a real affiliate. What does this mean? Okay, I have $62 million of credit on dashboards right now. That's live cards for you to use. Okay, all right. So what happens? Here's 1,200 cards right here. So here, this represents about $600 million if we play. If you want, I can add my card to you and your divisions and corporations, or I can add you to a card, and then I can ask for separate billing. Is that okay? I like separate billing because it gives you your own account. You see, when these people put this thing out yesterday about secure cards, you never need a secure card. My system starts to file with no credit at all, up to $1,000 to $5,000 simple. You never use secured. Secured are a bunch of ding dongs who know what they're doing. So again, here's 62 million on the dashboard today, but in 88 have 53 million. What do I have a problem? They're shrinking my limits. This is what happened, shrinking my limits. What did I do? Went to the library, okay? I found C190D. This is law. I've been studying law and accounting my whole life. I'm not here to be a CPA and attorney, but I'll tell you exactly how to play the game. All right. So I basically did assignment of mortgage back then. I took 4.6 million of the money, 4.6 million of the money, and I loaned it out. What did I do? I dissected it in pieces. These are buckets of money. Buckets of what? Money. What does that mean? Every one of these end up having a tax ID. That's why I had over 1,013 tax IDs having fun. It's auto income. By the time I was done in 1989, right here in front of you, okay, I had $190,000 of money, auto income based on this. So auto income for me on money. So in other words, the cash became auto income as well. So let's write down auto income, please. Can you write down auto income, please, please, please? See, auto income is when you own part of a storage unit. All right, I bought my first Jack in a Box when I was 19 through a corporation. That's auto income. Auto income. Let's write down auto income. Come on, let's tap that screen. Let's share the live. Let's make that $1,000 today by just sharing the live and sending people here. If they buy some, I'll give you up to 20% or get store credit. So that's the goal. Auto income is what you should be focused on because this is the problem with most of you. You're bringing the pain home. You don't need to. So thank you for the loves and joining the club. I understand. I'm trying to get to my 100,000 followers. Been on TikTok 34 weeks. I'm about 81,000 so far. Nick tells me I get a cookie when I get 100,000. Why not? I've been on TikTok 34 weeks. Had to get used to this because I'm a licensed and bonded, and all right, my bond's $5 million, and I'm a real consultant, and I'm a real coach, and I don't like all this. Ay ay ay. Been studying law and accounting for over 50 plus years, so we got a real rules and tools. What do we do? So understand, it's simple. You want to make $1,000 a day? Share the live, tap the screen, everything else you're going to do, and from there, let's get into a program. And let's get you 20%. If you want, you get stored credit. For the ones who share, I'm going to give you a mouse pad. Okay, it's very simple. All right, what happens is I got the red ones in. Okay, yesterday we got the yellow, we got the red, we got burgundy, we got white, red, white, or blue, or black too. The next one I'm going to get in is green. Okay, I want to get a green one. I'm just having fun, people. I spend millions of dollars sending these suckers out. Costs me $10. But again, I'm only going to send it to someone who actually shares and helps me help themselves. I'm going to help you. But if you don't share it, then the bottom line is I'm not going to send you a mouse pad. Why would I do that? Why do I spend my $10 on someone who's not going to help me? I want everybody to help each other. Got it so far? It's going to be happy husband, spoiled wife. We were made in God's image. Us men, we're supposed to do our jobs. A man must do his job and take care of the family. Anything else is a bunch of BS. So in 1989, here I created the matrix that got me 190,000 a month auto income. Got it so far? So that's how I saved the credit and I turned it into the millions. The notes behind this were $1,000,000,000, by the way, $1,000,000,000. So if we play the game, if you want to play, let's understand you're going to get a structure, finance, and dream. But then I want to help you this way. What happens? I have $10 million put aside right now for all the clients. So understand, I'm the guy that's not full of crap. I wrote the book called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills years ago. I helped set up the credit system. So I've been out there for 50 plus years. We won the award for being the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years in a row. Every Tuesday, Orange County. Every Wednesday, Bonaventure. Every Thursday, Ontario. And every Saturday, Long Beach Marriott. I'm the guy that's not full of crap. I do have 39 million people in the Puppet Master Club that got millionaire status. So I put 10, and I understand that's very simple. I put $10 million aside so far. This is to approve escrows. I have to do this escrows. This is certified by attorneys and CPAs as well. There's 10 million for the escrows. So I have to give this to a title company, an escrow, so I can close escrow because they want proof of funds. You probably don't have that yet, but eventually maybe you will. So again, if you want to play my way, we're going to play to win the game. I'll add you to one of my escrows if you want. I have 5 billion of escrows coming up, but it's up to you again. If you want to become a money making machine, what do? Well, first we got to look at our personal credit. Is it screwed up? Now you have two choices. All right, understand? We're going to take our two choices. If I look at my wife's cards today, right here, I have to be at a 29% utilization to be green. I want to be 10%. My wife has an 847 this morning. She tends to keep 847, 846. Okay. So again, these all fluctuate. We put sticky behind every card. We have to. Then the choice. We have to make sure we don't dummy proof it as well. We have to dummy proof everything we do. Why? This is a 10 and a 50. I have to be at 29%. I have no choice. That is green. I set this up in 1977 as a consultant for TRW. Got it so far? So 29% is green. You put a stick behind the card. Sticky. Now, if you're at 10%, you're going to be at an 800 score. Numbers have never lied to me, only people do. That's what happens in this world. As a kid, I hated people. Well, I didn't like being used and abused. Put in a trash can when I was born sucks. These don't fluctuate. Write it down. Gold and platinum cards do not fluctuate. Write it down. In other words, they don't have a utilization problem at all. Utilization problem. So if I jack up the wrong card, I jacked up my score, got stuck, I can't get any more. I just hurt my family. That's called dumb da da dum dum. We're not dum dums. We ain't doing dumb. That's very simple. These fluctuate, these do not. So what happens is if you have these cards, lost your job, you could actually max these out to $1 million and never hurt your family till you get your next job. Your credit score would stay at 750 and above. But understand what we do today. It's very simple. My wife's cards are my cards. We don't have joint credit. Only dummies do that. We're not dummies, okay? No joint credit. Today, you get up to 20% for anybody you bring into a program, and you get 20% up to $1,000, or you store credit. Now, the next thing, remember, I said we have two ways to get through the process, put our credit back on track. This Saturday, I have a Dun and Bradstreet class. Let's understand something for me, okay? We took out my yacht in the backyard, very simple, based in 2009. July 4th, we took out the yacht to celebrate the fireworks with a group of people. Someone had a virus the next day at 5:41. I get to die in a damn coma. 5:41. My heart stopped. Now, what does that mean? That means the hospital recorded the time I passed, and they give it to the state and federal government. See, our government controls us plus the bond up to 35 million apiece. We are the United States credit, our credit rating. If you don't know this, so all of a sudden, my wife and I went to Best Buy. I have my three divisions of me. Write down three divisions of me and five closets. Divisions. I got from Best Buy $25,000. I got a bag, I got a computer, I got Visa gift cards, and I have to go basically get my life back. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. So what happens is very simple. If you want to use supply credit to reduce your debt to ratio, you can. Supply credit can turn into cash if you're jacked up on your cards, okay? Now I obtained 53,000. You're going to do about 51,000. Again, cash is supply, credit supply is cash. We can reduce our debt to ratio if you choose to. It's a way to get back on track. We get a DUNS number. Years and years ago, probably 48 years ago, I wrote a program for Dun& Bradstreet called Fast Track, one of the original ones. I was consultant for every company, banks, cities, and all kinds of stuff, even governments. So what do we do? What happens? Very simple. We get a DUNS number. Now, if we do this correctly, the Dun& Bradstreet is going to get a supply and vendor credit. So Dun& Bradstreet is this Saturday at 9 o'clock if you want. I have 11 classes in rotation every 11 weeks. We play the game. There are 12 questions you'll need in your book 3 to make sure you answer the question for supply and vendor credit. So you're going to get your questions down. You have to understand how to do this correctly. Now let's watch this. What happens? Very simple. Dun& Bradstreet uses charter number. Okay, let's write it down, please. Charter number. So what happens is a DUNS number. If you want to do it correctly, there's a corporation or LLC. Whatever you have over here, it's up to you. So if you have an LLC or a C corp or an S corp, whatever you have here, there's a number of filing. That's called a charter number. That would start the Dun& Bradstreet file over there because you have a charter number. You have a real what entity. A corporation is a legal person, so therefore they have a number to it, just like we have an SSN and SS4. So write it down. A legal what person? I'll show you chapter 18 as well. The Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, all right, uses tax ID. So here we use basically, let's say it's an EIN. Okay, people like to confuse you. I don't want to. I want you SS4. It's also known as a tax ID. So each tax ID you have can have a credit file. This builds in what? See, I believe cash credit is more important than supply credit in the beginning, unless I'm reducing debt to ratio. This is a line of defense. My parent company is going to have 250 because I'm allowed to, and it's going to manage divisions. Three divisions in a parent company is a projection of 1 million in sales, $1 million. I got it so far? So I'm going to build a credit file under tax ID so I don't steal the money from my family being a dumb. Okay, we're not dumb. So we just follow dumb. So again, if you want, take a picture of this. Okay, they've convinced my office to link all my courses and classes for 15 bucks a month. It's ridiculous because I usually charge $1,000 per class. But again, we're doing this right now. So get part of this. This is 15 bucks a month. All right, so take your picture Dun& Bradstreet at 9 o'clock. Every Saturday for 51 years, I have 5 classes. Every Saturday for 51 years, by the way, consecutively, all the time. So I need to hold your hand and get you where you need to go. So if you took a picture today through the Patreon program, it's 15 bucks a month. You get courses, classes, and all kinds of fun stuff as well. What do we do? Now remember, I'd like you to think about this right now. Are you ready? Are you ready to change your life? I need to know if you're ready to change your life. How many of you are ready to change your life? I need to put a yes in the box here. Tap the screen. Are you ready to change your life? It's a yes or no. I just need you to know if it's a yes or no. If you want to change your life with structure, rules, and tools, it's up to you as well. Okay. Structure is finance and dream. What are we going to do? This is a matrix, and this is a what's called a blueprint. I own the rights of Blueprint of Success, and we don't know that for 50 years. My attorneys have had to sue Tony Robbins, try to steal it. I've had to sue Kiyosaki because they own cash flow fee for time. I wrote that when I was 15, by the way. And Grant got a notice a couple months ago as well because I own the millionaire, right? I own the what, Blueprint Millionaire, okay? There's all kinds of things I've created over the last 50 years, okay? If you're ready to change your life, what we're going to do, all right? This is going to give you exactly what you need to do if you listen very carefully. But again, you have to understand, we have to do it my way because your way sucks, okay? Now, let's pretend we have an LLC. Okay, you have what? Maybe you have three or five, or out in Wyoming, you don't need that crap. You don't live in Wyoming, what you do. So the problem with this having three houses here, if they sue one, they sue all three houses, and then they sue your spouse as well. Because what happens, these are state filings. Again, this is all state filing. Okay, it's public record. You can see it right there, officers list. You guarantee everything under the umbrella. An LLC has a problem called 15.3% unemployment tax. So does the LLP. The C Corp is double taxed. All right, it is audited all the time. Okay, no problem. The S Corporation has a 1244 or a 2553. The S Corp, I would always tell you do that and take your LLC, LLP, or C Corp into S because you get a paycheck. They allow us to get a reasonable paycheck, reasonable compensation. You could get to the point that science says you could actually break even living the $1 million life. You can just build up and away if you want to, but it's up to you. So the S corporation is very simple. The IRS allows you and the corp to file one tax return, and they allowed you to get a paycheck called reasonable compensation. The nonprofit corporation gets you 112,000 of grant money. That's like right away if you did it right as well. If it's a PC, it's a basic professional corporation. So if we look at these things here, understand Elon Musk is not doing what you're trying to do. Unfortunately, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. You're trying to let your parent company do business. All right, Bezos, Musk, all right, Zuckerberg. Okay, how about Mr. Warren Buffett owns all kinds of companies? The man owns See's Candy, people. He owns American Express, people. These companies make the money. He never brings parent company to do business. His parent company owns businesses. That's the goal. And the problem with you, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. So what do we get to do? We understand how to play. Let's do this correctly. We're going to have here, and I want you to have it as a management company. I want your organization here as parent company, as a state. I want you to create a line of defense, a line of defense, because you're going to have no shit there. We all do. I wrote the book years ago called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills because it doesn't, okay? So if we want to get to the point we have a backup for a backup, this is what we're going to do. Your parent company here is a management company. Put an M in the box, management company. This means if you do it like rich and famous people really do, this manages pieces. Got it so far? That's why we do rich and famous people, okay? Unfortunately, these silly people saying something else, no. See, you have a problem over here. It's called SS5. Let's write down SS5. I need you to connect your dots. I need you to quit bringing the pain home. And men, you got to step up and be that man you're supposed to be. Sorry. The man is supposed to be happy and spoil the wife. That's how it works. Happy husband, spoil wife. The man's job, we were made in God's image to take care of the family and do our job. Anything else is a bunch of excuses. SS5. Simple. Mommy filled out the form when you were born at the hospital. Mommy gave you the SSN when you're 14 to 18 years old to get your job. You gave the number to the job. The job taxed your paycheck. Where's my money? Well, you thought it was $1,000. They gave you 728. Okay. If you ever want it back, it's called what? House payment offsets taxes for 24 years. It's interest only. This is called recycling your paycheck on your 1040. IRS will hand your money back if you do it right. That's called tax balancing. If you're a married husband and wife, fantastic. You became one under God's eyes. That's fantastic. Now you pay more tax. From here, we have division process. Each one of you are entitled to 3 divisions of yourself. You could have had 4 chances to try. Instead, you basically became a duck and a sheep. Husbands and wives, men and partners alike, understand you see the word and, cross it off. That's a probate question. That's a probate word. And, or no, no, no. I want it to be or, you or me. If you have a car today, there's a problem for car. Because you looked at that trust book, the orange and the red one that's out there, and orange inside. No, no, no. The first 5 pages tell you to put your car into a trust. That's called dumb da da dum dum. You're not dumb dumb, but you're doing dumb. Here's our problem. You're driving the car. If you bump a car, they're going to sue you. They're going to sue your spouse. Now you have to hire a bloodsucker attorney to help you get out of trouble. See, you brought the pain home. You did not plan for the old what day? The old what day? Oh shit day. Sorry, you didn't plan it. The registration of a car is a division. I want you to understand a corporate umbrella, a real umbrella, these are division process like our children do and we do as well. So let's write it down. I'm willing to sacrifice the division, not the corporation or my family. Can you write that down, please? I'm willing to sacrifice the division, not the parent company or my family. Banks do what I say. Okay, cities do what I'm saying to. Sorry, rich and famous do what I say because they learn to win the game. So a division, if I have a division problem, I'm going to bankrupt that piece. If they sue me, they sue the division. I tell them to go bite the big one. Simple. Now, the problem you have with your driver's license, insurance registration, it has home address on it. We're going to cancel that and quit using that address. It's dumb, 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 dumb. This is basically supply to cash, what I talked about Dun& Bradstreet this Saturday class. This is just cash credit. You have 12 applications that allow tax ID, EIN, all right, ITIN or SSN and SS4. 12 applications. So quit being you. Being you sucks, okay? If we do it my way, this is 3 divisions, 300,000 of credit, 30,000 of income. So what am I going to do? 6 divisions, $600,000 of what? Credit, 60,000 of income. See, numbers have never lied to me, only people do. 9 divisions, 900,000, that's 100,000 a month. So if I have this umbrella here, I'm going to just pick on American Express in the beginning because if I have 9 cards, that equals $1 million. Just off the damn gold card, 1 million. If you had all 10 cards, if you did it my way, you'd have 10 million of credit in 36 months. The division is going to own a gas station with a store, storage unit, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., apartment complex, stock, silver, gold, Bitcoin. Do not be pissed off at Trump. Be pissed off at yourself. You didn't do the same damn thing. Understand something. We don't have to pay as much tax. You have a president that doesn't pay tax in your face, and you're not paying attention. You're bitching and complaining instead. Why don't we join? Okay, let's understand to be a puppet master. To control everything, but own nothing at all. Something goes wrong, what do we do? Simple. We're going to do what the cities and the grocery stores and the banks do. We're going to bankrupt the damn piece and throw the sucker away and keep the other pieces. See, that's all rich and famous people do. They listen to me. Very simple. That's what cities do. That's what grocery stores do. Unfortunately, you like being a duck in a sheet. Take a picture of that. There's your future. There's your future if you ever wanted to play the game to win, if you want to. But again, what happens? You got to go back to basics. What happens? Very simple. You have a form called an SS5 form. It's in your damn. I don't understand. Mommy signed the damn form, and you need to pay attention today. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, mommy. But you don't know the rules and tools. This is the problem we have. We must be puppet masters. We have no choice. I mean, let's understand. In the link tree, you're going to find an SS5 form. Please find the form. Please, please. God, I pray that these people listen today. In Jesus' name, amen to that too. God gave me a blueprint, people. He gave me a blueprint. I was born in a taxi, thrown in a trash can. I had visions ever since I was 4. And I created my first million at 15, my first billion at 21 through structure, rules, and tools. If you play my way, you're going to win. Right now, you're all losing because you keep doing the same silly thing all the time and you're stressing your family out and yourself every day. Mommy, fill out the damn form. You were born. If you ever have identity theft, right here, you're allowed to change the name and number right here. Name to be shown on card other than above. The application for Social Security card right here. The moment you get this number mommy gave you, or government bonds us up to $35 million a piece. We are their credit rating. Do you not understand this? It says sign the form here immediately until you're 18, get a job. It says do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you. It's right here. It's on the form established for you on the behalf of the government. The back of every card, there's a bond number. Do you not understand the number behind it? It's a bond number. See, this is you're a duck and a sheep. Sorry. And what happens with you? You got your paycheck. Fantastic. You got a paycheck. What did you do? Come on. It's easy to understand this if you just paid attention. Unfortunately, most people don't pay attention at all, and that's what I think sucks. Okay, what do we do? Come on. If we have a house payment today, house payment. Okay, for 24 years, it's usually interest only for 24 years, house payment. We got our paycheck tax. You thought you get $1,000. $1,000. You didn't get $1,000. You went home and said, honey, I'm sorry. It's only $728. We have to rebudget our budget because our government took our money. The SSN 1040 tax return offsets a house payment. It's called recycling paycheck. If you could learn, you can actually turn to a millionaire corporation in 12 months or less of being a damn puppet master. 12 months or less if you paid attention. Today, if you invite anybody, share, search, and they buy anything, you get 20% or store credit. Let's look at the form again. This is our problem. If you don't connect your dots, I'm sorry, you're not going to make it work. If you don't connect your dots, what do we get to do? Understand, SSN 1040 tax return. Paycheck, what happens? House payment offsets it. Here it's very simple. The application, Social Security card, SS5, here's an IRS form. It's on their list, okay? Name to be shown on card. Full name of birth other than above other names you use. You can also use what's called AKA, middle name or something, and if you had an identity theft, you could replace your Social Security number, get a new one, and get a new address, and make sure you don't bring the pain home, have a new file. We did this witness protection in the 70s as well. Place is what we get to play the game, understand? So me, I accomplish my goals because I don't stop till I do, but it's up to you as well. It's like me. I broke the world record that's the highest and fastest kick in 1981 at the YMCA and working with the Marine base as well. That's only 13 feet. 2 feet and I kicked the damn light out. God was holding me up. Do you not get this? God was throwing me in the air. Okay, kicking the door down. The basketball was 14. All right, always good, always good. Thank you, Jesus. It's simple. I wrote See It, Believe It, Go Get It because I had a vision when I was 4.5 years old. I wrote this at 12. I've been getting visions my whole life. Do you like goodies yet or not? I don't know if you like goodies or not. I'll show you mine. Show me yours, please. Okay, my beautiful queen for 21 years. The yachts are Lamborghinis and Ferraris and mansions all the time in the harbor. Biggest one is this. If you want today, I would call this number here when they're open. What does that mean? The reality is very simple today. We have some choices. The choices are very simple. Right now it is 4:13 in the morning. You can't ride up the Rolex for the haircut, Carlton. You can't ride up the wedding, Carlton. Or you can't ride up all this crap in the chef, Carlton. This is all a bunch of crap out there. I don't like crap. Understand? I have a collection of these because why? When you're bored, you have billions and billions of dollars. What the hell do you do at the time? I bought a bunch of them at the same time years ago. Now let's understand something. Okay? Your choice today is to listen, learn, quit scrolling, and pay attention. I'm going to rebuild your life my way. I'm going to say your way sucks. Sorry, my way works. It's very simple. I love my way. Because what happens very simple. If you want, you can basically get one of our T-shirts. It's called "We Do Our Best." God does the rest. Amen to that too. God, family, money. Got it so far? Because this is the world we live in today. This world wants to kick our assets all the time. I don't like it. So what do we get to do? If you want to play my way, you get to win. I like to teach you how to win the game. Is that okay, please? If you're listening, fantastic. I'd like to structure your LLC, LLP in pieces you do today. Every Monday, I do one of these for non-people in coaching to answer any questions. I'm very transparent, but what happens is I'm online multiple times a day, even today. Blueprint calls, everything else, every day, 6 days a week. Again, I need you to pay attention because your problem is this form got you taxed. This form can get you replaced. This form is what mommy did at the stroller, went home, and they gave you the card at 14 to 18 to get your job. This form is going to save your life. Can you write down SS4, please, now? SS4, please, please. Say, God, please, Jesus, let these people listen, open these eyes and ears, and write it down in Jesus' name. Amen. Versus scrolling, going wee all the way home. This is your future. Write down SS4. Come on, I want you to understand something. All rich and famous people receive all money under an SS4. All money SS4. All what? Money in SS4. All what again? Money in SS4. The SS4 form, let's understand. This is a universal form. Universal form. I want you to understand what you're allowed to do today. Today. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Your choice is very simple as we do this form, okay? Let's understand. Let's say you have an LLC. Fantastic. There are 9 kinds of LLCs. Please let me know what you have. They still have a 15.3% unemployment tax. The problem is these people are saying you get 5 LLCs. You don't need 5. But again, you don't need them in Wyoming either. Unfortunately, you're wasting money. But it's up to you. That is basically a limited liability company. By the way, it's fed. There are 9 categories. That's how it works. They're not even a corporation. The SS4 form had to amend itself here to basically get a tax ID for an LLC because it's not a corporation. It's right here in front of you. So if we had an LLP, it's a partnership. They have the same problem as this right here. So again, we have the same problem. If we have a C corporation, is closed, privately held, privately owned, okay, no problem. But it is audited and it's double taxed. We understand how to play. If we have an S corporation, let's write down a 2553. This corporation allows us to get a reasonable paycheck. It's called reasonable compensation. You could get to the point you can do break even and call tax balancing. Don't worry, I wrote the book on that too. I've written over 68 books so far. Nonprofit. My first organization was Helping Hand Industries, very simple, in 1969. So over here we're going to write down 1969. In 1969, I started Helping Hand Industries. In 1969, we got $100,000 of credit cards came in the mail because back then they just came in the mail. I explained to Ted Turner, all right, basically in 1969, there's 26 ways to use this form, not abuse it. Can you write down 26 ways, please? I want you to write down 26 ways now, not next week, now. 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. Please write it down. I could do anything with this damn form. Is what happens is debt follows debt, SSN, SSI, SS4. This is the duck and sheep, not you anymore, okay? So again, a nonprofit organization is entitled to $112,000 of grant money. That's grant money all the time. Trump's giving it out left and right. A PC is a what? Doctoral or a CPA. So understand what this means. Again, these are filed at state level. Please write down state level. I need you to understand how to play the game. I want you to win. I want you to join my Puppet Master Club, and I'm going to guarantee you up to $100,000 a month in a $1 million company in 12 months or less if you do what you're told to do. I'll guarantee you. If not, I'll give you $1,000. All right, of cash. Hell, why not? Simple. We're going to have this piece here. These are filed at state level. What does this mean? Very simple. Okay, PC state level, nonprofit state level, S corp, C corp, LLC, LLP are not even corporations. Again, when you file this at the Secretary of State's website, you see it right there. You're the officer, you guarantee everything else you're trying to do. Elon Musk doesn't do business at the parent company, that is Bezos or even Warren Buffett, okay? It's very simple as we play this game to win. I want you to win the game. I want you to put an M in the box. And can you do that for me, please? What I write now, I want you to write, please, please, please. See, if it was me, I would have downloaded the form off the link tree right now and had it in front of me and marked it as I do it. But again, you're not thinking that way. Me, I think that way all the time. My teachers and professors, most of them did not like me. I have recall. It pissed them off. They don't like someone who's smart. I have an IQ off the damn chart, by the way. I was classified as a genius at 14 years old when they sucked me into a government program at Chihuahua Junior High, Orange Coast College. Again, you get the choice to play. You want to play my way, or you can play your way because your way sucks. What are we going to do? We're going to create a what? A line of defense. A line of defense. We're never going to bring the pain home again. Only dummies do that. You're not a dummy. The reality is we're going to quit doing dumb, da, da, dum, dum. I'm hoping and pray to God you wrote this down on a piece of paper, or you can download the DSS for us in the link tree anyway. It's simple, it's up to you. So let's go over here and have some fun. What does this mean? The SS4 is in the link tree. The SS4, you can get a copy right away. 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. What does it say? SS4 is the application of employee identification number here for the parent company EIN. Also referred as a tax ID, people. Unfortunately, people want to confuse you. Hell, I don't want you confused. It says banking and credit purposes right here. Got it so far? Remember, SSN, ITIN, or EIN, all bill credit reports, all bill credit reports. You can get 12 cards to each one of these no matter what you do. Again, this is entity times 1,000, okay? This is individual person times 3. So it's like anything else. I want you to understand. I want you to plan the old, sorry, shit day. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. But again, I want you to plan the old crap day. See what happens? We have a problem, okay? When I wrote the book years ago called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills, it's just true. It's what it is, bullshit don't pay your bills. There's just too much bullshit out there. So it's very simple. For me, I look at basically protecting the family. God made me out of his image. I am the son of Jesus Christ. He is my father, the only father I ever had. I didn't get an earthly father. I'm an orphan. I put in a trash can as a kid, as a baby. It sucks. But it's up to you as well. A line of defense. Let's see. If I have a piece of property, I could put each house in a division. Each division allows me to separate liability like your bank did. Your bank's 22,000 locations bankrupt last year. All right, cities, you have 12 bankruptcies for cities called a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. United States of America Incorporated, 50 corporations, 50 states, and then cities or corporations as well. See, it's like the banks have a branch number. Your problem, you don't understand how branch numbers and how you can change your life if you choose to. I had my Jack in the Box at 19. 31 flavor ice creams, my Shakey's pizzas, my apartment complex, my 22,000 payphones, doing 6.6 million a month when I was 17. So you got choices, ladies and gentlemen. All the things you're trying to do today needs to be a division. I'm sorry, I don't want you to be a duck or sheep. Even my Bitcoin is what we get to do. Trump made 2 billion on Bitcoin, then shut up and join him. Simple. Shut up and join him. I mean, you got a president that shows you don't have to pay tax, and you're instead you're bitching and complaining about the guy. Why don't we do this right? Let's understand. Okay, the parent company here is going to be managing these pieces. Whatever you have, keep what you have. That's a line of defense. We create a line of defense. You have a car today. The problem you have on that car is they registered owners who they sued. Then you have these books that are wrong, the yellow and golden about trust. It's crap. They say put your car in a trust. That means if you drive the car, they'd sue the trust versus you. That makes no sense. That's called dumb, da, da, dum, dum. So understand, I need you to write this down, please. Write it down, please, please, please. Okay? I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my parent company or my family. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my parent company or my family. Got it so far? You got to quit being a damn duck and a sheep. So again, you're not going to be retroing the car from now on. It's going to be a division. The division has a problem and they sue the division because it has a car. We're going to bankrupt the damn piece like grocery stores and cities do. We're going to tell them to kiss our assets. Got it so far? This is applied to cash credit. This is just cash credit. You're entitled to 3 divisions of you right here. It's on the damn application. If you learn how to play the game, unfortunately, you're doing you. If I have 9 divisions, all right, plus a parent company, that equals 1 million of credit just off of a damn gold card from American Express. If I have 9 locations here, that creates $100,000 of income per month. Numbers never lie, only people do. So understand. Everybody can do this the right way instead of screwing up. I'm sorry. I don't like dumb that are dumb dumb. If we have a problem, I'm going to do what? I'm going to get rid of the damn piece. Cities bankrupt cities, 12 of them. Bankruptcy or branch numbers, 22,000 in the last year alone. I can throw the bad piece away and keep the other pieces. That's how Buffett does. There's a Musk does. There's a Musk, all right? Bezos does it. Okay, come on. You being you sucks. I'm sorry. I don't like you being you. I think you being you is a duck and a sheep. Maybe you'll change your life. Maybe you'll do it my way for a while because I think your way sucks. Is that okay to tell you the truth? Take a picture. Take a picture right there. There. I want you to refer people, tap the screen, put them into the program. You know, program going to hand you up to $1,000 today. I'm going to give you basically 20%. Or you get store credit right away. It's up to you as well. We get to play the game to win. There's your future. Got it so far? By the way, it's a mouse pad. If you actually share, I'll send a mouse pad. I'll spend my $10 for you. So you got some choices today. It's very simple. If we want to play the game, we can play to win the game. It's a game to me. I wrote that and said, well, please do your research. I wrote this at 14 years old, people. Winning the game of business, but out there when it's 16. Every Tuesday, Orange County. Every Wednesday, Bonneville, Los Angeles. Every Thursday, Ontario. Every Saturday, Long Beach, Marriott for 51 years. First million in the bank at 15. First billion structure at 21. Why the hell haven't you done that for yourself? I don't understand why you do you. I'm sorry. You bring the pain home. I'm going to say my way works, your way sucks. Got it so far? Your way sucks. I don't like your way. Sorry. Take your picture. I have basically the Ray Reynolds Executive Coaching Network. I transfer and I coach my coaches to coach you. In other words, I was a coach training Carlton Sheets people, David Ogata Rastalbi. I train my own coaches to coach you and hold your hand, and then we sing Kumbaya. You might want your blueprint. You might want to play with me. It's now out right now. This is called My Way Works, Your Way Sucks. Hey, it's a series. Simple. The division of me, what has happened simple today. A division of me. I've written 68 books so far. Literally, I have 40 being edited today. All right, having fun. The division of me. Let's understand what that means. Here's the library I was at since I was 7 years old. Got it so far? This is very simple as we play this game. All right, I structured. Everything's a workbook. How I did this, the library, what I did. You're going to learn to play the game. 3 divisions of me. The story about Ted Turner that I told him when I was 9.5 years old. There's 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. So understand you get to play the game. The legacy is up to you what you want to play, but it's up to you as well. Even how to do the SS4s in here too. I don't want you to screw up. When I broke the world record for the highest kick in 81, simple. All right, having my yachts and race boats is kind of fun. Why? It's simple. We play this game to win. I just want to win. The goal for you is every one of you can play the game to win every day if you want to, but it's your choice. Your choice is to understand something flat out. If we want to win, for instance, one of my daughters, I have 5 girls and a boy, 6 kids. There's my beautiful queen with one of my race boats in the harbor. Bum, bum, bum. I'm the guy that's not full of crap. So your choice is simple today. If you want to change your life, you do it now. You DM. I'll send you a mouse pad. Pick the color you want. I got lime green coming in next. The red ones came in. The yellow ones came in. Red, white, or blue. I love that. Even the black one too. See, God made me weird because why? I rhyme all the time. That I don't mind. The stuttering thing pisses me off. My brain gets going too fast. I rub both hands and talk at the same time. My IQ's off the friggin' chart. Maybe that's why they sucked me out of T-Wick for junior high as a kid. At 14, I went to go to college in a government shitty program. You got choices today. Take a picture. There's my schedule. There's my schedule. There's my schedule. Take a damn picture. Get stuck with me. I'll change your life. I'll guarantee you I'll hand you $1,000. I got no excuse. Because what happens at the end of the day? Bullshit doesn't pay your bills. My way works. Your way sucks. Sorry to say, but it's the truth. We're going to go through that SS4 one more time. One more time. Break it down. There's 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. Come on, break it down. How many ways? You should have downloaded the damn form. It's in the link tree right away. You didn't do that. You're sitting there watching me and you're going, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Your LLC, you got one. Fantastic. Again, 9 types, and it has a 15.3% unemployment problem. We have an LLP. Okay, no problem. We have a C Corp, closed corporation, audited and double taxed. S corporation, regional compensation, get a what? Check. The nonprofit is what? It's going to get 112,000 a month income. That's what it does. A PC is a professional corporation. These are fought at state level. Come on, I want you to write this, and you need to write this down, please, Jesus. Get these people to pay attention, please, God, please. All right, what do? They don't bring the pain to them ever again. They take the blueprint you gave me to give it to them, and I'm trying to do my best and let God do the rest. Amen to that too. These are fought at state level. It's right there in the state. Then you go get a tax pay. That's federal. We just added federal government to it. Why? Because they track the heck out of us. The essence for is federal government, guys. Understand? Under this is the application for identity card, employer identification number now, EIN, also known as the tax ID. Entity times 1,000, individual times 3. Got it so far? We're going to create a corporate umbrella line of defense. We're not bringing the pain home ever again. This allows us to project 1 million in sales and go get the $1 million dream. All right, company name, division name, and then you put you. Remember, you can be online here, one, or individual person. So this forum is universal. How many times we can use it, not abuse it? You better understand. I want you to master these things that I teach you. I'm going to go again and again and again and again. You're going to understand second nature. Everything you're going to do is going to be habit forming. Please write down habit forming. Please, Jesus, make them write down habit forming now. Habit forming now. Because you have to understand how to do this all the time. I will teach you to be smarter than your CPA and attorney when it comes to division process in the banks as well. But again, you got to understand to follow through, follow through. You're going to become a certified CFO. You have to be. What is it? Come on, people. Let's understand. Please, God. I know you gave me this as an assignment, but it's pretty difficult when they scroll all the time. This is a line of defense right here. This is 1 million of credit, 1 million of income. Debt follows tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. Throw the bad one away. Keep the good one. It says banking and credit first right there in your face, right in your face. You got to realize that SS4 equals an 1120 form, and this is how they play the track us every step of the way. You can play the game to win the game if you want to play my way, because your way sucks. It's right there, people. How do I get them to listen, Father? I'm trying my best. Father, I need you to get them to pay attention and let them do the rest because it makes no sense. I don't understand why they follow the ducks and sheep. S is for simple application. What line of defense? Build credit per entity. It allows us to do this. Entity times 1,000. All right, individual times 3. All right, we got over here the SS5. Come on, understand. Mommy fills the form out when you're born at the hospital. The government bonded us the moment you fill out the SS5. Mommy did this. She gave you the card when you're 15, 13, 14, 18 years to get a job. They tax your paycheck. That's how it works. You're bonded 35 million apiece. You thought that check was going to be $1,000. It's not 1,000. They got to tax your paycheck. You got $728. If you want it back, have a house payment for 24 years. It's interest only. It's called recycling your paycheck. It's not hard to do, ladies and gentlemen. If you pay attention, I'll get you to $1 Million Dream, and I'll guarantee it, or hand you $1,000 in cash. It says individual. It says, damn, I love this sucker. Entity times 1,000. Individual person. I'm a person. You're a person, right? We get 3 of these. We get 3 of these. Damn, let's give more chances to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we'll give it up. Banking and credit purposes? Hey, sign me up. I want one of those. I want 10 of them. All I can tell you is the truth. You could change your life if you put your mindset as a habit forming. Habit forming, it's not hard to do. I've been getting visions since I was 4 years old. God gave me a blueprint for me because I was living in hell. Sorry. All right, I was born in a taxi. A taxi. All right, mommy put me in a damn trash can. I was a piece of trash. I wanted to prove her wrong. See, my family are billionaires, pieces of crap. I'm a son of a bastard, okay? What do we call crap? In a trash can? You threw me away? What the wrong with you? I got pissed off as a kid, so I went to the library to study every freaking day to outsmart them. Show them I can do that billionaire structure. I did that at 21. Here's what mommy gave you. The SSN, the SS4. Get your house payment back. Two, this is tax. This is no damn friggin' tax till you're profitable. Everybody's rich and famous gets money to SS4. Everybody. Everybody, because no tax to do till you're profitable. Again, that all says taxes. You could play, you could win the damn game. Here's the law. I love law. Ever since I found out a corporation's a legal person, listening to a damn poker game when I was 7 years old, I went to the library. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Damn, it's right there. It's right there. Son of a biscuit. But some of you want to scroll. Wee, wee, wee. Go do that. The scrollers are going to be broke the rest of their damn life. They always have been, always will. Because they don't pay attention. Right? They don't do it the right way. It sucks. Legal person. Come on, chapter 18. Corporations, illegal what? Person may sue be sued. The gift. The gift that answers for. 26 ways used on a view. There's your future. There's your future. There's your future. You see, but the bottom line today is you have to learn to basically what? Structure, finance, and dream. Some of you, 80% of you have shitty credit. Sorry to say it's true. Why? What did you do? I don't get it. You got bad credit. Credit repairs are fraud. I'm sorry. You have 2 bureaus out of 3 being indicted so far. The third one's coming up next week. They're indicting credit repair companies right now. They indicted Daniel, the credit repair cloud. They all buy my books and they wear their shirts backwards and the caps going wee wee wee, or the ugly makeup. If you're a credit repair company, you must be licensed and bonded to the Attorney General's office. Federal Trade says this right in your face, right in your face. To understand something, please, Jesus, make them listen. All right, in the link tree, it's the HR 9981. You have student loans, so sure to do that block and go after that as well. The HR 991, please understand that. The goal is very simple. You can reverse your process of bad credit if you choose to. But again, it's simple. There's many ways to do this. Let's teach you what you can do for yourself. Years and years ago in the credit bureaus, 70s and 80s, you saw consumer credit counseling. You saw consumer debt management like companies on the bureaus, helping people through the nonprofit organization. When Ken Arbor and I wrote the book called File Segregation, Who Witness Protection, is what we did. Again, I didn't like file segregation. Again, basically, I want you to honor your debt. When I wrote the book called Prove It or Remove It, basically about 40-something years ago, I gave you rules and tools back then too to counterbalance the credit bureaus. Winning the credit game. Remember, I wrote Winning the What Game of Business 14, 16, put it out there. winning the game of credit. The back of every one of my books always had me showing you how I don't give up till I won the world record for the highest, fastest kick. One of the cars in the car collection, one of the yachts, one of the mansions. Hell, why not? See, your choice is simple. I made it a red book. Then I turned it into a chess game because I became a chess master at 13 years old. They wouldn't play with me. So guess what? You go in the link tree, you get books. I got 67, 68 books now. We play the game to win. I just want to win. Is that okay? So today, if you want, it's like winning the credit game. In the book, you look at debt crisis intervention. Okay, you look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act and disputes of credit bureaus. You look at the Fair Lending Act to your creditors. Every letter here, you'd find what? Some of my card collection in my books will show you I'm not full of what. When I wrote that book years ago called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills, because it's true, it doesn't pay your bills. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are full of what? You know what I'm saying today, but it's up to you. Do you like goodies? See, if you send this form to the creditors, it's called the Fair Lending Act, the universal process of bad credit, if you choose to. If you like goodies, let me know, because the guest house is 5,000 feet. I like goodies and goodies. So again, I'll show you mine. Show me yours, please. Very simple. My first car was a Quintos Lamborghini at 15. All right, every car. Understand what this means. Please, please, please. Stop scrolling. Pay attention. The red showing of a car has to be a division. Has to be a division. Okay, has to be a division. I want you to write down division process 1,000 times. I need you to stop screwing this up. Okay, here's an SS4. Here's an SS4. That follows SS4. Got it so far? Under a business and structure, even in the LLC. Here's one of the Lamborghinis out of the car collection. 21 cars in the car collection. I had 9 Lamborghinis at one time. Simple, the Aston Martins, the Mercedes, all the pieces, all kinds of fun stuff. You see, incorporated you one of my companies as well. Well, it happens very simple here. It's leased to a division. See, if I have a car leased to me or financed to me, I'm a duck and a sheep. I bump a car, they sue me, they sue my spouse. Now I have to hire a bloodsucker attorney. See, the number one lawsuit today is bumpity bumps on the freeway. What else? All the billboards are these bloodsucker attorneys. If you want to hurt your family, keep doing what you're doing today. If you want to protect your family, have a division as a registered owner. Fleet price, tax ID division, write it down. Fleet price, tax ID division. I wrote the rules and tools for this too. So understand something. The division, if they screw up a division, they sue the division, we bankrupt the damn piece. Your cities and grocery stores do as well. All right, what happens? I save the other pieces. That's why rich and famous people do. They do it my way because I've been training most of them my whole life. You can play the game if you want to. Being a red stone is called being a dumb that a dum dum. I don't think you're a dum dum. I think you follow dumb all the time. Simple. I like my buildings and Lamborghinis. I don't own them, but I have the keys. I'm not dumb enough to put in my name. It's a division process. The line of defense, again and again and again and again. I wrote the book called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills years ago because it's true. I like my Ferraris and Lamborghinis and my goodies and my buildings and all the pieces. You want to play with a guy who created his first billion at 21? Let me know. I'm the guy that's not full of you know what. I'm actually a licensed coach, all right, professional coach. I'm probably the only one on TikTok that is licensed and bonded anyway. All the blah blah blah. I have the keys in the building as well. Simple. It says Ray Reynolds University on here on the doors, on the windows, and the license plate too. I'm the guy that's not full of what? My mansions. I can show you mansions in Havasu, Big Bear, built the condos across the bridge. From there, what, Yorba Linda, California, Nelly go. I built my first mansion when I was 16. Why didn't you? I don't get it. Large as you, Doc. Take my beautiful wife to Captain Jack's on the weekend. What do? We can ride after death. We can't ride after wife. Here's the yacht. I went out in July 4, 2009. I get to die the next day at 5:41, July 5th. 17 years ago. It kind of sucks. One of my tax attorneys stole my 3.7 billion because I was dead. He thinks I was coming back. I came back. Now I'm fighting to get my goodies back. I'm getting some of the goodies now. But again, I still what? I billed $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why the hell didn't you? What's wrong with you? My beautiful queen for 21 years. She's my queen. I am a man. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'll be damned if I bring the pain home. Ever! Ever! A man does his damn job. We are made in God's image. We are the men. We are the men. We are the men. Man up! You bring the pain home because you're lacking knowledge, knock off the crap. I take care of my queen every day. My wife loves her estate. We live in an estate. The front yard's an acre and a half. She walks her ding dongs 3 times a day. For dogs, we rescue dogs, this and that, and the turtles and the parrots and why. He wants to save the world. Okay. What? My race boat has Ravens University on the left side of it. It only has 3 engines. You ready to play? You want to race? Let's have some fun. I had to build the garage because I had 21 cars in the collection. It's windy on the hill when I built this mansion in Yorba Linda, California. My helicopter pad, my basketball hoop over here. I put the pool inside because it was windy. Is that okay? See, we can play my way. Sorry, I think your way sucks. Every car, lease or finance, is a tax ID. The car is fleet price tax ID division. Write it down now, now, now. Fleet price tax ID. Fleet price tax ID division. Go online today. Come on. Every finance and lease company allows tax ID right in your face, and you're too busy doing what? You go to the car dealership. What the hell? What did you do? They sweat you for 5 hours. Why? And then what payment can you afford? Shut up! Don't tell them what payment. $100. I can't afford anything. Do your job. Do your job. Then you give them permission around your credit. On that piece of paper, you gave permission. Please, 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 God, get them to listen. Above their signature, you write down one inquiry only. If they do more than one, I'll get you a UCC one. We'll own the dealership by 5 o'clock. Got it so far? We'll own the dealership. They give you more than one inquiry. We're gonna squish them like a damn bug. They cannot rip us off anymore. Car dealerships are all freaking crooks. They market cars up to 60%. They get a 3% rollback from the manufacturer. They use an Isaac 8 report. They made up a damn report to screw you over. Sorry, they do. Fleet price tax ID. When I met Robin Williams at the last stop, he was great. Laura and Karen went shopping that day and he killed himself. God rest his soul. When I met Rebecca Schaefer, because our DMV sold her driver's license, that really pissed me off. We murdered her in the door. She was a sweet little girl. Son, do yourself a favor. Driver's license, insurance registration, never home address. Never home address. Damn it, stop it. All right, California allows us to use a damn P.O. box. P.O. box. P.O. box, right here, P.O. box. Why would you ever say, hey, I bumped your car, I'm sorry, here's where I live, I work during the day, so go rob my house. Quit being dumb and dumb. Please, God, I beg you, get these people to stop bringing the pain home. Everything's a division under tax ID. All right, 26 ways to use the tax ID, not use it and abuse it. You got the chance to change your life. But instead you go, ooh, let's do the same rerun. No, no, damn. I feel like if I don't show the world the truth and the rules and tools before I die again, they lose out. No, no, no. Your choice. Past, present, future. We all have one. What do we get to do? It's simple. The past, the present, and the future. We get to play the game and win. We are the children. We are the people of God. We are the United States of America Incorporated. We are we the people. It's about damn time you act like we the people. IRS, tax problem, offering compromise, student loans, judgments, Dun& Bradstreet supply to cash credit. You have the choice if you want to change your life, if you want to. I'd tell you to call this number, but again, what are you going to do? Woo, let's go some more. Woo, stop it. This phone number allows you to opt out the national mailing list. This phone number takes you off that list that's selling you information on the dark web, all the junk mail you get every day. If you call the number 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years, you would basically protect your family of mail and mail fraud and everything else. Identity theft. So what happens? You call the number, you opt out 5 years or a lifetime. That's what I tell you to do. The next thing is utility bills and credit cards, put them automatic payment and paperless. Then on credit cards, please do this. Please, God, get them to listen. I did this very simple for TOW. Became a Spirit in 96. It's called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. If you make an extra payment on your credit cards every week, I don't care if it's $10, $20, you're going to get from 29% 750 score to a 10% utilization. 10% gets an 800 score. Do not pay them off weekly like one of my students tell you to do. That's wrong. It's called cycling. They'll cancel your account. All right, and I wrote this 47 years ago. All right, in my book called Prove It or Remove It, it's right here. Dispute process, negotiation process, legal action. I actually sued the vice president, basically Chase Bank, brought him from Delaware and kicked his assets in Santa Ana court. What do we get to do? If you want to change your life, learn the rules and tools, please. This here used to sell for $200. It's in the link tree for $19.99. You waste 50 bucks every other day. What if you spend $30 per day and change your life right away? But it's up to you. Again, like I said, it has the ability to go to the credit and credit bureaus, but it's up to you again. What do you do next? I wrote a book for the kids last year in dedication to Harold Stokes. He was my mentor, my professor, my attorney and friend. He said, Ray, I want you to change the world with the way when God made you, the way you think. This is $9.99, ladies and gentlemen. I give this to every school for free. All schools get everything I do for free and all the books that they want for school. Life in School, nonprofit school, real school. Okay? This here is for you and your kids. Alright, it's $9.99. You can download it today. This will give you every rule and tool basically for you and about your personal credit. Understand the SS5, how you screwed it up because you didn't pay attention. Again, it's 30 bucks you get to play the game. Now, what happens is very simple. Every Tuesday, Orange County, every basically Wednesday, Bonaventure, Los Angeles, every Thursday, Ontario, every Saturday, Long Beach, Marriott. This will prove to you I'm not pulling, out there all the time. 52 years going on that now this next year. So then what happened? I won the award for being the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. This is the Maynard's Founders Kit, known as the Blueprint of Success. So if I were you, I'd take a picture of this section. This builds 1,000 steps, rules, and tools, and literally builds $1 million company. It's right there. It's simple. There's 1,000 steps. So you get to billionaire. I wrote the rules and tools on that. It's 20,000 steps. So it's up to you. Sold for 5,000 a set for 30 plus years. It's $4.99 in the link tree. Now also we have all kinds of things coming up. Understand something. I say a lot of things, and they're turning them into T-shirts and stuff. It's kind of fun to watch them do this. My media team. See, understand, we do our best, and God does the rest. Amen to that too. We are meant and created by God in God's image. A man must be the man. He must be the happy man and what take care of the family. That's his job. His job is never to bring the pain home. So it always God, family, money. That's the ultimate goal. We have to understand that. If you bring the pain home to you, you have the lack of knowledge. It's time to step up to the plate and knock it off, please. Well, I don't like bringing the pain on. I think it's called dumb, 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 dumb. Now, I'm going to just tell you my life, how I did things to millions of billions, and that's how it works. Please pay attention. We get to play the game. Well, it's very simple. I died in a coma, 2009, July 5th, all right, and 5:41 in the afternoon. What happens? Okay, I have a prenup and a postnup agreement. All right, I was first married basically in August in 1984. In 1984, I'm worth millions and billions of dollars of structure. I'm doing $100 million alone in the satellite industry. I own my Shakey's, my 30 flavors, my shopping centers, my condos, Big Bear, Havasu, on and on and on. That's since 84, okay? My first wife cheated on me after I had 4 beautiful girls. We have maids, we have nannies, we have all the things, the American dream, and she cheats on me with her previous fiance. Now, I became a pastor because I'm studying the law and the God's law. I want to know, how do I deal with this, Father? How do I pray? And it says in the book I can take her outside and stone her to what? But then that's not legal, but God's law says I can, but I didn't do that. See, I did the opposite. I knew people were going to complain. When I divorced her, what did I do? I basically handed her 15,000 a week for 2 years. That's right. I gave her 15,000 a week, paid all her bills for 2 years. So I wanted to shut her up, get her out of my life. That's what I want to do. I just want to shut her up. Okay. I don't want anybody bitching and complaining about blah blah blah. I have my 4 beautiful girls, daddy's girls. I take care of my girls. That's my job. That's my job. I'm the man. I'm the father. I'm the husband. I got to do my job. I met a beautiful woman. All right, didn't plan on getting married ever again. Okay, I had my vasectomy. I had it reversed just because I love my wife. Believe it or not, watch a little funny video that basically Rob did and I, how my wife got to be, to reverse my surgery. But here's our problem. When I died in a coma, okay, this is 2009. All right, 5:41 in the afternoon. I'll never forget. I died July 5th. All right, we come out of coma. I built a million credit right away. Simple. All right, I'm going after my goodies, and the son of a biscuit is still my 3.7 billion, and my tax jerks. Okay, not all jerks, this that jerk. So I'm going after my stuff. They said they audit me, trying to screw me over every way he could. They say they're going to give me a tax bill. The government owes me 385,000 even to this day. All right, they said we're going to give you a tax bill to your wife. David Kenner, if you look it up, owns Defo Records. He's one of my attorneys. He stood up and said you can't give his wife a tax bill. He has a prenup and a postnup. See, I plan the problem, everything I do, always have, always will, the way I process information. So basically, they couldn't give me my wife a tax bill, they could kiss my assets. That's the life we have to live. We have to fight through the pain. We cannot bring the pain home. Only dummies do that. You're not a dummy, but you follow dumb all the time. Sorry to say, but it's true. What do we get to do? Understand? I want you to have a marriage agreement, ladies and gentlemen, if you're married. Before or after, I want a prenup, separation, and liability. So that means here's the man, here's the woman. He's sued, they can't sue her. They sue her, they can't sue him. We have to have our line of defense, even in marriage. House, what do? Simple. Ladies, you're gonna let the man sign the loan because I said so. He's gonna buy that house. Simple. It is escrow, closed, homestead, trust. If he loses the house, he gets a 1099-C. He has a credit problem and a tax problem. Let him be the damn duck and cheap. It's his job as a man. Remember, escrow closed, homestead, right down homestead, trust. Ladies, you'll be part of the trust. Controlling the asset, which your favorite word I learned from my daughters and my wife is the word control. You love to control everything. Well, that's what a puppet master does. He or she controls everything, owns not a damn thing. We control it. We control it. We control it. We don't own anything. Now, from there, if it's a house, if it's forever lasting house, it's irrevocable trust. If it's basically a time house now house, it's going to be revocable only. Simple. Car, all right, what is it? Fleet price tax ID division. The organization has a division. It's the duck and sheep. You build a line of defense, prepare yourself, because you're going to have an oh shit day. We all do. Unfortunately, you got to realize something. That's why I wrote that book called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills years ago. It doesn't. When I like you, look at federal law. Could you do that for me right now, please? Fair Credit Reporting. It's in the link tree as well. What do we look at? We look at the Patriot Act. Come on. All these people saying they do credit repair. Bunch of ding dongs. Actually, it's my butt. I watched some silly guy that's so full of crap say Dave Ramsey didn't know about, bank statement loans. He said Dave's lying. Dave lies about a lot of things that he didn't lie about. I've used bank statement loans for all my life to do things as well. Patriot Act right here, 2001. This is federal law, Fair Credit Reporting Act, you understand? Federal law, Fed Credit Reporting Act, federal law. Okay, what do we get to do? We get to learn to play the game to win. If we look at it correctly, they're quoting it wrong. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. What does it say? Come on. Here's section 611 right here. You have 30 days right here and 15-day grace period plus one more. All right, they have 46 days, all right, flat out, because it's here in federal law right in front of you. Everything else is a bunch of crap. Or these pretend people, I'm sorry, they just do it wrong. I don't like what they do. What do we do? Understand, you can dispute to the credit bureaus yourself, Fair Credit Reporting Act. You can write down validation letters to the creditor, Fair Lending Act. You can dispute and write letters for yourself as well. It's on page 10. You can't even screw it up. So the goal is very simple today. If you do it right, please listen. This on page 10 is based on fair lending act. Go back to the creditor. All right, the problem you have to look at, there's no change on balances, there's no change on payments. Structure is very simple, financing the dream. I got to put the puzzle together. I hope I do it the right first time. Oh, I did. I'm getting good at that. Okay. So understand, fair lending act. That's what happened. I took this out of my book I wrote 47 years ago. I just made a copy of what's in the damn book. I've been teaching and preaching for 50 plus years now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's understand something. Do a book and say what they're quoting today. They keep buying my books and they act like they're coaches. Information's obsolete, inaccurate. Well, it's all inaccurate. It's simple. There's no change in balances and payments. It's all wrong anyway. Status information's changed. Dispute not verifiable. Right? Reasonable time. Federal laws exist, like the Fair Lending Act. See, they've indicted two of the credit bureaus currently right now. They're going after the third one. They indicted Daniel, the credit repair cloud, because they're going after credit repair companies right now. In the next 6 months, everyone doing credit repairs is not licensed and bonded. Attorney General's office are going to be indicted. The indictment's a minimum of $3 million. They're going to arrest their butts, put them in jail. I guess they're going to teach them a lesson to quit knocking off saying, you can't repay your. Understand, credit repair, again, is a fraud. Credit rebuilding is to accomplish a goal you can do today if you want to. Credit rebuilding, you owe a creditor, please pay your debt. Don't be a damn crook. Please don't be a crook. I'd tell you to call 800-254-9506 today. Talk to a specialist because what you want to do is let them help you. Be assigned to a specialist so you can do one thing. Never bring the pain them again and again. What do you get to do? You get to play the game to win. Now understand something right now. It is 4:55 in the morning. You can't ride up the Rolex. You can't ride the haircut, the chef, or the wedding, Carlton. You got it wrong. Your book sucks. Sorry, it's just the truth. I don't like people telling you bull crap information that makes no sense. We have choices, people. Again, the SS5, mommy signs the form, you get the card, you get tax on your paycheck. There's no tax on an SS4. That's why rich and famous people use a corporation, parent companies and pieces all the time. All right, the legal what person may sue or be sued. We get to play the game to win. Unfortunately, you didn't pay attention. That's why most of you brought the pain on. That's why most of you have shitty credit. Sorry to say that out loud. What happens? Very simple. We get to play the game to win. If we play, what do we get to do? Let's see. Mommy signs this form when you're born at the hospital. A government bonds us up to 35 million apiece. You take the SSN. He gave it to the damn employer. They tax your damn paycheck, right? When you got your check, you got the leftover. SS5 and SS4 is from the IRS, both of them. It's government, right? Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service number used for corporations. Again, it says entity times 1,000, okay? Or individual times 3. Your problem is you didn't plan the problem. Then you got your assets kicked and then you want to blame somebody else. No, look in the mirror and fire yourself. You got a choice. SS5, SS, and that's you and your family, or an SS4 per division. Should the division file bankruptcy, the corporation, or you? Pick one. Who wants to be the duck or sheep? Again, if we get this card today, what do we do? Come on, let's understand this card. Okay? There's no inquiry on you at all. No inquiry. If we do this correctly, I'm going to have 1,000,002 right in my hand. What do we do next? Simple. I'm going to get this card per division, and they're going to hand me a loan for $250,000 for 250. Is that okay? Up to 250. What would you do with the money? I'd tell you to buy an escrow. Get into an escrow and do what you do. It's simple. Every division you can get one of these cards in a line of credit. See, numbers never lied to me. I'm just going to tell you the truth from me and my truth. Trying to help you as much as I can. All right? Simple. Numbers never lied to me. Being used and abused as a kid sucks. Find out the mom you stuck in a freaking trash can when you were born in a taxi sucks too. But again, it pissed me off to understand numbers never lie. I've been studying a lot of accounting my whole life. I love numbers. Numbers make sense to me. If I take $50,000, all right, from a line of credit, I can get a storage unit fourplex. I will get 5,600 a month. I'm not rich. I don't want you to be rich. If I got you a line of credit for 150, would you write a check to escrow? I'm gonna line up. I got $5 billion of escrow. You want to play yet? Let me know. Escrow is going to close. Manager company pays the bill that you used. What happens next? You get the leftover. Your leftover is very simple. It's $5,600 out of $50,000 investment into a storage unit fourplex. 3 of you plus me. I administrate the escrow, but you write checks to escrow, not to me. I don't want your money. You might want to join me on Saturday and spend the whole day with Ray. Costs you 15 bucks. Very simple. Or you get courses and classes and you get to look at past, present, and future, and you play with me for $15. It's simple. We get to play the game. What happens is this is Q&A for basically private coaching. I do this at 4 o'clock on Mondays, only for people who are not in coaching. Last week, as people who were in coaching asked questions, you took the time of other people away. We don't do that. I told Nick if they find that they're coaching, do not let them in at all. This is for people non-coaching. People coaching, you have your own calls, you have your own time. Don't steal someone else's time. It's not right. That's just my opinion again. What do we do? Follow me on TikTok. I've been now on TikTok 34 weeks. I got 81,000 followers. I've been told I get a cookie when I get 100,000, so help me. Share the live, share it with everyone else. If you share it today and you buy anything, I'll pay you up to 1,000 bucks. All right, very simple. When you share it from there, I'll even give you a mouse pad. It costs me 10 bucks. I'll send you one. It's very simple to do if we play this game. I got them in red that came in yesterday. I got them in yellow, red, white, or blue. What color would you like today? Simple. How about the black? I got the green ones coming in next week. Kind of fun. I like to play. Share the live with everybody. Help me help you. Guess what's going to happen? I'll give you all kinds of goodies for free too. I want you to help me help you. Is that okay? Stop scrolling. Pay attention. In 12 months from now, I'll get you up to $100,000 of income to your organization. If not, I'll hand you 1,000 bucks. Got it in cash. You like cash? Let me know. Premier, my system that just came out. See, my way works. Your way sucks. This is my new system. Division of me. All right, winning the credit game. All right, starting a right for the kids. Again, right? You might want to follow me on TikTok. This is the Blueprint Live with Ray Reynolds. What is it? I got the nickname in CanX as the billionaire. No, the Godfather of credit. Kind of silly name they gave me. I built $60 million, 60 billion for my clients, myself, having fun. So here's educational contact, not legal, tax, or financial advice. Results may vary. Would you make a promise to yourself today, please? Please. You see, I have been on my knees since I was 4 years old. Okay, praying to God, begging God all the time. When you're born in attack, used, and abused, you get out of that hell situation. All right, I say always good, thank you, Jesus, since I was a kid. Have to. You see, I found myself crying my eyes out laying on the floor at 2.5 years old because the abuser got me. I don't like being used and abused, so I got up every day at 2:25 to get away from the abuser. Ever since that day, I wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning, every day, 1 o'clock, ready to go all day, and I got the energy of 10. I only need my 3 hours sleep. That's all I ever need. That's just up to you too. So don't have a damn excuse, please. My first come, I was 7 years old. I begged God to let me help people. I crawled on my belly, grabbing the ugly shag carpet to the pee-pee. I walked back to the couch, freaked everybody out. My next coma was here in 2009, 541. I am basically the Job of today, or Joseph, however you want to look at it in the Bible, as far as I'm concerned. Do you like goodies at all? See, I was made in God's image, so were you. A man must do his job. He has to man up, take care of the family. Happy husband, spoiled wife, that's the way it's supposed to be, because a man must do his job, period. Okay? I didn't like dying in a coma, losing 3.7 billion, but I'm going to get it again. Broke the world record in 1981. Highest kick, fastest kick on the planet. Simple. Kick the back of a hoop. Door jam. Simple. That's only 13 feet. So understand, Jesus Christ is not a drive-through. Quit acting like he is, some of you. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. All right, always good, always good. Thank you, Jesus, because that's how it works. So understand, I'm made in God's image, so are you. If you play the game, you can win. God gave us the ability to go get it. To me, it's called see it, believe it, go get it. I'd like you to write down basically God first, family, money. Can you do that for yourself? Whatever you believe in, please believe in something besides yourself. Me, I thank God I wake up every morning on my knees. I go to bed on my knees. I raise my $45 and son to do the same thing. Every one of my kids have an 800 score. They learn how to be trained by daddy. Simple. God, family, money. I don't love money, but I don't have to millions, billions. That's what I'd like you to write down now. But it's up to you. We're all made into God's image. A man is supposed to be a man. That's how God made us, to lead the family. Now, I'd like you to replace you, okay? As you lead your family, as you're supposed to do, men, understand something very simple. The SS4 allows you three of this for you. You don't bring the pain home again. You replace yourself here. You do it now. Again, you do your responsibility in your job. Okay, you stop bringing the pain home ever. I would, I would, I would never bring the pain home. I don't care if I die or not or be shot. Never bring the pain home. It's not acceptable. 100,000 of income per month. That's simple. We use auto income to do this. I'd like you to write something down, and I don't want you to use your cell phone. You keep making your cell phone smarter than you. Left brain, right brain, no brain. No, stop. I want you to make a commitment to yourself today. I'd like you to make a commitment to yourself today, please. But it's up to you. It's going to be up to you. I've trained 39 million people to be a Puppet Master Millionaire Club. All right, they all have $1 million of credit. I've trained rich and famous all my life. A couple of presidents, Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels. But I want you to have a mindset. Understand? You're going to make a promise to yourself. You're going to make that promise to you. You don't take a picture. You write this down because God made it the way. You write it down. You record. As of July 16th, 2026, write it down. Write it down. You're a puppet master in training. Training. All right. You will have no. You'll own nothing in control at all. Ladies, you like that word control? Come on, my daughters love it. My wife loves it. It's control at all. We all get to enjoy the word now. 18 divisions. Wow. I have 18 chances to try. 18 chances to try. I don't bring the pain home ever again. All right? You stop that. It's time to man up. Take care of that family. Okay? 12 months from now, you have $100,000 income. If you do what I tell you to do, if you don't, that's your problem. If you do what I tell you to do, it doesn't work. I'll hand you 1,000 in cash. I don't have a damn excuse. You'll have a reasonable paycheck. Okay? How does that work? Very simple. What are you going to do? Your LLC, that LLC you have today, LLC, LLP, okay, C corporation, they're going to be an S corp. You're going to sign the 2553. You're going to get a paycheck called reasonable compensation. And here you're going to have your nonprofit getting 112,000 a month. There's your future. It's called now. Quit bringing the damn pain home. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. You will have your paycheck recycled as your IRS 1040 tax return because you have a house payment. You will do tax balancing, not tax evasion. You will never bring that damn pain home. You got 18 friggin' chances to try. So that time you get off your assets and do what you're told to do. Sorry, I just tell you the truth. I'll honor God. I honor my wife. I'm not anything besides a puppet master. God gave me a blueprint. You want your blueprint? Let me know. Get on the phone with me for an hour with your partner's life. I'll change your life. I'll guarantee it. You do what you're told, it doesn't work, huh? You get $1,000 in cash. I have no BS to give you. So I wrote that book years ago called BS Doesn't Pay Your Bills. Your choice. There's your blueprint. Take a picture. Stop doing what you do because what you do sucks. You brought the pain home. What the hell? You use your money to start a business? What are you doing? You're trying to use your taxable paycheck to run a business? No. No, no, no. Not in a friggin' year. I don't get it. That's your blueprint. That's your damn mouse pad. Simple. Focus. Focus on your goal. Follow through and knock off the crap. Man up. Be your man. You have to be the man. You're the father. You're the husband. You're the all right. You're the man. We were made in God's image to take care of our families. It's about damn time we do that. If you want one, you DM us. It's simple. I'll send you one. If as long as you share and follow me, I'll help you. I'll spend my $10. If you don't do that, forget it. Why would I do that? Just said you want a mouse pad, then go to the store buy your own damn one. Okay? I help people. They help me because we're supposed to help each other. If that's the way it works, God planned it that way. All right? Share, 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 care, care, care. What happens? All right, to get someone into the program, they're going to get you, like, you're going to get you 10 to 20%. Get into store credit, whatever it is. All I know is there's 18 divisions. You can't screw it up. You really can't. Doesn't matter if you have an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. Doesn't matter what you have, as long as you have something here. But if you don't have it, it's in the link tree. They're all free. I've been giving corporations for free for 50 damn years. You paid $1,000+ to a corporation, huh? This legacy crap company. One of my clients going out there in Wyoming crap. No, what are you doing? You see, the reality is corporations are free. It's in the link tree. You didn't learn diddly squat. It's about damn time you learn from me, the Godfather credit, to play my way because your way sucks. It's just the truth. Auto income with me. What does this mean? I'll build you $1 million of credit if you let me. Simple. I like to play the game. 10 what auto income businesses. Now, I wrote the original book on laundromats, dry cleaning, car wash for almost 50 years ago. My divisions for what? In my books on printing. How about my 22,000? Basically, what? Paid for doing 6.6 million a month when I was 17 years old. Don't you want to play yet with the guy who knows how to play the game? I'm going to put you in a damn storage unit. It's a dummy-proof business. Any dummy can own a piece. You get this, all right? No inquiry. You get a loan, 7,250, 4 escrows at once. Why not? You understand? I wrote that book at 14, put it out there at 16. I'm the guy that's not fully. You know what? You spent 25,000 on crap that didn't work. You pissed it away. Why did you do that? You should have spent $25,000 on a laundromat, dry cleaning, car wash. This gets you 3,200 a month as an average. I mean, don't you get it? You drive by things every day. You can own a piece of something, a piece. If you own the piece, what happens? So what do we use? We use a line of credit into an escrow. Escrow management company pays the bill monthly. You get the damn leftover. How hard is this? You get the leftover. You get the leftover, and that's all you have to do. How can I have you as a coach? I'm sold out, sir. Okay, I had one opening the other day. That's about it. I'm literally sold out. So I don't basically, I'm sold out, period. Next year, I'm going on a business trip with my beautiful wife. I'll be coaching about 50 people. That's about it. My junior and senior coaches, the coaching group will help you every step of the way. Not a problem. I'm online 60 days multiple times a day anyway. So play. 25,000 gets you 3,200 a month. You don't screw it up. I mean, that's an income. I don't want you to be rich. I want your corporation to be rich. 50,000, 5,600. Numbers don't lie. People lie. Huh? 75,000, 7,500. I mean, come on. Let's understand. Any dummy can follow this. So like we're all a bunch of dummies anyway when we do something new. If I take a line of credit for 150, write a check to escrow closes, pays the bill. They paid the bill. The leftovers 41.32 a month forever. It just goes up. You don't do a damn thing. You wrote a check from escrow for 81,750. It's out. I mean, how can you screw it up? You can't. The management company manages it for you. You can't bring the pain home again if you do it my way because your way sucks. 100,000, 9620. Take your picture. I've been teaching people how to be a puppet master for 50 years. Simple. We play the game. All right. I love your seasoning. Well, they're allergies, just me. I have to be myself. I'm a sinner. I make mistakes. I'm a licensed pastor. Ever since I got divorced, I had to understand the Bible because I had to give myself permission to divorce. Because in the Bible, it basically says that I can divorce her if she cheated, or so take her outside and stone her to what? That part wasn't legal. Okay, what do we do? See, what happens is the Ray Reynolds Executive Coaching Network. I coach the coaches like I did for Carlton Cheesesteak, the God of West Dalby. So again, that's how you play the game. There's your blueprint, peace of mind through the division process. You call 800-254-9506 today, not tomorrow. You call at 6 o'clock. Nobody's here yet. It's only 5:11 in the morning. Realize one thing, you need to play. You can't ride at the Rolex, Carlton, the haircut, or the chef, or the wedding. I've never watched someone dumb in my life. Sorry to say, but it's true. Call at 6 o'clock, be assigned to a specialist. What happens next? I'm sorry. I wish you would have got here a long time ago, but again, I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. I write checks for $10 million at a time sometimes for radio and TV. I make you write on Sirius Radio every day. But again, what did you do? Let's replace you. Let's get 4 3 SS Force for you, and let's get you to stop bringing the pain home. What happens? Very simple. I'm sorry, you gave permission. You gave permission, so did mommy. You both did. You got your SS5. It's in the link tree. Please get the form. Please get the form. Please. They'll show you how to get your SSN 1040 tax return. IRS controls this. Your paycheck and recycle your paycheck. All right, from there, get your money back if you choose to. The S is for tax and the EIN is your future. 26 ways use it, not abuse it. This isn't tax. This is no tax at all. So you're profitable. If you play LLC, C Corp, S Corp, what happens? 18 divisions, credit, actually credit cards equal credit lines. All right, get the book for $19.98. You're gonna need the book, people. Please get the book. We used to sell for 200 bucks. Simple. What do you do here? Simple. $19.90. Download this thing. In the link tree. This is made for you and the kids. Understand credit. I give it to all the schools. Every school that's basically licensed and bonded nonprofit get all my books and everything for free. All of it, because I want them to help the kids. If you will go to your homework and you understand every Tuesday, Orange County, every Wednesday, Bonaventure, Los Angeles, every Thursday, Ontario, Long Beach, Marriott, 32 years being the second largest advertiser, my 3 events per week. I even shut down the freeway when my guests were Tony Robbins and Donald Trump, my guests. Again, we play. Coming up, simple and strategy that's out there today. Now, my way works, your way sucks. Sorry. Division of me. All right, winning the credit game. How it's starting. All right, it's in a set now. That set's going to cost you about 50 bucks. Simple. They're going to have you download it as well. What you might want to do is get some of my stuff that I do in my shop, the TikTok shop. We do our best, and God does the rest into that too. God, family, money. You see, we have all these things that I create, all the things as well to help myself and to help you. When I invented Mommy's Pillow Buddy for the pregnant women, that's fun. All right, we have websites on that too. Everything else, Jesus told me one, or our outreach programs is all to help people. What do? During the process of this webinar and this broadcast, you could change your life if you want to. All right, this is simple. What do we get to do? We get to play the game. All right, I've been here since 3. Okay, good. I've been here since 2 o'clock. Getting this fun. Stay on. All right, share. And then what do? We get to play the game. This to me is your future. I would take a picture of that if I was you. I would take that picture and understand because I want you connecting your dots. God made us man to do one thing. We have to be the man, the father, the husband. We're made in God's image. That's what our job is as a man. I won't bring the pain home to my family ever. I could never do that. I'm sorry. It's not acceptable. Didn't matter. I've been shot 3 times, not 6 times. I died in 2 in one coma and came back again. And what happened? Simple. I can't bring the pain home. I have to take care of my queen. She's my life. She's my love. She's everything to me because God gave her to me. My responsibility is to take care of her and that family. LLC, LLP, you have a problem. Not only do they have nine types coming that you have, they have a 15.3% unemployment problem. That's what happens. You have the C corp that is double taxed and audited all the time. S corporation allows you to file a tax return again together, get a reasonable compensation, and get your K1. A nonprofit organization is 112,000 of grant money right away. PC professional corporation, go way over here. This is the form mommy filled out for you at the hospital when you were born. What happened? Simple. The government bonded us for 35 million apiece when we got the SS5, the SSN. You gave that number to the employer. They taxed your paycheck if you're a W-2 employee. You got less than $1,000. You got what? You want it back? House payment for 24 years is interest only. 1040 tax return. IRS will hand you the money back. Call recycling paycheck. If you got married, husband and wife, you became one. Congratulations. Under God's eyes, that's great. You also now pay more tax. You might want 3 divisions of yourself. If you see the word and on a contract, ladies and gentlemen, that's the word for probate, so cross it off, please. Make sure it says or, you or that person. A car is very simple. When that book for trust, it's crap. The yellow one and the orange one, it's crap. They tell you to take your car, put it into the trust. You do that, they would sue the trust. You have a bumpity bump. If we bump a car today, it's very simple. They bump the car, what happens? They're going to sue you as registered owner. They're going to sue your spouse. Now you have to hire a bloodsucker attorney. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. From now on, guess what? The division of the corporation, like I showed you in the SS4 free entities review, the division is the registered owner. We screw up, we got a problem, they sue that. I bankrupt, get another one, another one. Every car in the car collection was a separate division. Driver's license, insurance, registration, never home address. This is supply to cash, this is cash credit. If we took and did this the right way, what would happen today is very simple. You learn to play the game to win. I just want you to win. I want you to understand that God gave me visions and dreams since I was 4 years old. I tried to explain it to people back then, they thought it was nuts. Until they saw me driving a Lamborghini at 14 years old, Orange Coast College, when they saw $1 billion structure. They saw me open the doors to the shopping centers and condos. Kind of fun stuff. See, the reality is BS doesn't pay your bills. That's why I wrote, I'm sorry to say, bullshit don't pay your bills because it's what it is. I wrote that book years ago. This is your parent company. It's going to be a management company. Just like Bezos, Musk, and Warren Buffett do, their parent companies, they own companies that manages entities. Entities, they own companies and companies. They don't do what you say you do because the reality is being a duck and a sheep makes no sense. This is called the line of defense. Plan the problem because you're going to have an old blank in your blank day. You got no choice. If we plan the problem, what do? We have 3 divisions that have 300,000 of credit, 30,000, 6 divisions, 600,000, 60,000, 9 divisions, 900,000, $100,000 of what? Income. This is income. If I have 9 locations and 9 American Express Gold cards, that 9 is 1 million credits off of a damn gold card. 9 locations, that's 18. That means I have basically what? $100,000 of income per month. It's not hard to do. Own a gas station with a store, storage unit, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., shopping center, what? We got an apartment complex, stock, silver, gold, Bitcoin. Do not be mad at Mr. Trump because you made $2 billion. Be mad at yourself. You should have did the same damn thing. You have a president of the United States of America doesn't pay tax in front of your face. And don't bitch and complain. Just join him and join the people who don't pay tax. Rich and famous people don't pay tax. We're going to have a bunch of dummies. They're all a bunch of puppet masters. We have a problem with the location. What do? We bankrupt the peace, like your cities did. Chapter 9 bankruptcy, like your 22,000 banks did last year. Gee, the reality is you're not playing the game. You're playing basically to bring the pain home. Your lack of knowledge is our dumb to the dumb dumb. We're not dumb people. We just follow dumb. Sorry, I don't like it. This is a blueprint. This is me and you on the phone. I do all blueprint calls. I analyze every client I've ever had, every client. Out of 15 million people, I analyze every one of them. A blueprint call is very simple. That's you and me on the phone. What is it going to be? Simple. You and your partner of life. What are we going to do? We're going to be on that phone. We're going to understand several things we get to do today. It's very simple. We're going to play my way because I'm going to say your way sucks. Sorry to say it's true. Blueprint. 1 hour. 1 hour on the phone. You and me and your partner of life. I'm going to ask questions. Did you file bankruptcy? Yes. Did you seal it? No. Why did you do that? Or do you have a tax problem? All right, did you solve that problem? Did you exploit Chase Bank, okay, or American Express? And you know that as well. Your choice is simple: past, present, and future. Family. Do you have a wife, dog, cat, and a fish? A bunch of kids? Yes or no? I got 6 kids and 13 grandkids. You have a corporation or an LLC. Okay, how many divisions you have? You need 18 to get to 100,000. This equals 100,000 a month income. You can't even screw it up. Irrevocable trust is for everlasting house. If it's not, it's a revocable trust. It is basically when you buy that house, gentlemen, you sign the damn loan. Ladies, you leave it alone. You let the man be the man. He's supposed to be the man, take care of the family. He signs for the loan using basically married person, sole and separate property, total income. If he lost the house, ladies, understand it's a 1099-C. You now have your credit and a tax problem. It's escrow, closed, homestead, trust. Ladies, you'll be part of the trust because you want to control everything. That's what a puppet master does anyway. So again, I love my wife and my daughters. They love the word of control. They want to be happy. The man is supposed to be happy or he spoils the wife. Happy man, spoiled wife. Got it that way, guys? That's how you do life, period. God made you in his image so they should stand up. The car, corporation, LLC is the division. Screw up that. What happens? You give her the bad piece that has a registered owner. You're not the duck or sheep. House and car, auto income. What do? Cash flow fee for time. See, your choice is very simple. A blueprint call with me is $5,000. Okay, very simple, $5,000. I'm a 50,000 a day, by the way, if you don't know that. But again, during the live here, and I donate my time to this organization. I haven't had a paycheck in 40 years. The blueprint call, if you did it during the broadcast, is $999. If you call later today, they'll charge you 1,500. Very simple. You can put it off, or not a problem with me. I don't mind. I don't get a paycheck anyway. Your choice. This is coaching. What happens is I train the coaches. So we have packages for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Take a picture. I coach the coaches and they'll help you and hold your hand and sing kumbaya. That's how it works every day. Got it so far? It's simple. You might want to join me and spend the whole day with me on Saturday. I have basically at 3 o'clock in the morning. I have the goal setting for free. Then at 9 o'clock, we have down on Broad Street. Take your picture. 15 a month, we're in classes and courses. That's it. And you learn from me because I want to change the world. You want to change your life today? Let me know. There's your blueprint. Can you take a picture, please? There's your blueprint right there, right there, right there. Understand? I want to make sure every man listening to me does not bring the pain home ever. Every woman understands is spoiled because the man does his damn job. If you're a lady, you're single, I'm going to teach you to play the game as well to win. But again, that's what happens today. You want to call? It's $1,000 for the hour. You and your partner of life. If you want 10,000 credit, it's $1,999. Very simple. We play my way. The only way I take payment is this: you take a picture, you do it now, now, now. If not, it's okay. Call later on. Send $1,500. Give them a card. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't get a paycheck anyway. So understand, I do this on Mondays. This is a Zoom. This is for people who are not in coaching to ask questions to get into coaching, not for people in coaching to call and waste 20 minutes of time. It's not wasting. Helping them is polite, but they're hours they're not supposed to be in it at all. It's only for people who are non-coaching to answer questions for them. There's my schedule. Take a picture. That will get you change your life. Every morning, I'm up at 1 o'clock every day, ready to go. After the gym, at the estates, what do? I come here at 2 o'clock in the morning, ready to play with you. Simple. All right, later on, I'll be doing a blueprint call today. This is Friday. We have analyzation class. I've analyzed 50 million people. Want to join? Let me know. These are free. This is that specialty class, and I have 11 specialty classes in rotation. Then you have level 1, 2, and 3. You're stuck with me. Call the number 800-254-9506. Be assigned to a specialist, please. Do not call now because nobody's here yet. It's 5:24 in the morning. And guess what? You can't ride at the Rolex, Carlton, haircut at the chef, or the wedding. It's a bunch of hooey. All right, I don't like silly stuff. Their books crap, in my opinion. Don't have any excuse, ladies and gentlemen. See, when I was born in a taxi, okay, and using abuse as a kid, and I found out when I read that letter in the spirit, I was put in a trash can. That kind of sucked. It pissed me off. So I'd go to the library every day to figure out how to get out of hell. I just wanted out of hell. That was just me getting out of hell. That's what I wanted to do. So understand, I had to go to school and watch Torrance and Long Beach. You have to realize one thing: you had to kick it or run. I'd rather die than run. I moved 24 times by the time 11 and a half years old. Kind of sucks. That's why I didn't like people. Simple. I just didn't like people now. First time I shot in the back by an assault rifle. They thought it's a shotgun, shot me in the back with my mini bike in the field in Torrance. He actually said, I'm sorry, I was aiming for the other kids. But I had a problem. Okay? If I don't forgive him, God won't forgive me. That's how it works. You have the ability to play, or you can have fun every day. So shot 3 times, not 6 times, it sucks. So understand, you have a choice. You choose how you want to be. That's my goal for every one of you. First comma, I was 7 years old. I was crippled. Made a promise to Jesus Christ. Walked back from the PP. Died 541 July 5th. Sucks. One of my tax code guys stole my 3.7 billion. Still came back and still billed me all its credit in 6 weeks. If I can get my goodies back and getting some of the goodies now, I'm dead in that picture. Listen very carefully. When mommy signed the SS5 form for you, for you, for you. Okay, understand what happens. Very simple. They bond us up to what? Up to what? 35 million apiece. The time we pass at the hospital, they record the time of death. 541. They had to give that to the state federal government to cancel their bond. So if you ever want to learn how to play, I'll teach you how to get your own goodies as well, division process. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? You see, the mindset. Ever since Jesus Christ healed my legs, I could walk, I could run. The door jam, I kicked it at 10. Basket at 14. That's 13 feet from 2 steps kicking up the light. God is holding me up. You understand that? God is holding me up. I feel I can hold him. I can stay there for 2 seconds. It's ridiculous if God is holding me up because guess what? All right? I'm a child of God. I'm made in his image. So are you. It's about time you go get it. The mindset. I wrote See It, Believe It, Go Get It when I was 12 years old at the Torrance Library. I have no excuses, neither do you. You want some goodies yet? Let me know, please. I'll teach you how to never bring the pain home. My first car was the Quintas Lamborghini at 15. Got it so far? Every car should be a division of a corporation. I got the keys, but I don't own a damn thing. I'm a puppet master. Why would I be dumb enough to put it in my name? Because they always want to take it away anyway. Doesn't matter which car, the 21 car collection. It's simple. Okay, what did I do? Very simple. All right. I listen to the movies and the magazines all the time. I'd have people stand next to my car and say, "Look at my car." Then the license plate has my name on it. Oh, are you kidding me? But again, you have choices. Would you like some goodies? Let me know, please. It's very simple. That's how it works. You see, I wake up on my knees. I go to bed on my knees, so do my daughters and my son and my wife too. We give thanks to God every day. No matter what we go through, it's a faith and persistent thing. This world's trying to get us to give up or get knocked down. I like goodies. My beautiful queen. We've been together for 21 years. She's my queen. She's everything I know. I never knew I needed and wanted at the same time. I wasn't planning to get married again. Hell no. But then she got in too deep. I can't live without her. I can't breathe without her. And there's difference. And she knows that. Did she take advantage of it? Of course. That's her job. She's the queen. I'm the king. What do? I do? I take care of the family. She walks her 6 ding-dongs every after morning 3 times a day in the acre and a half in front of the estate. She wants to save everything. That's okay. Let her. She's fun. She's fun. My wife is a crazy Colombian girl. I'm a boring guy. The race boat has my name on it too. Isn't that fun? Build the garages for my 21 cars. Simple. Had to put the pool inside it's windy on the hill. There's the pool. Isn't that fun? You see, when I died at 541, my wife and I took the yacht out July 4th, 2009. Hector died the next day at 541. Kind of sucks. It ruined the whole day. So call 800-254-9506 today. 6 a.m. please, because they're not here. It's only 5:29 in the morning. You're not writing up your Rolex and haircut, or chef and all that crap. Follow, follow. All right, do that on TikTok. 34 weeks so far. I got 81,000 followers. I'm told I get a cookie when I get 100,000. So if you share and help me, I'm going to help you again and again. What do we do? Get the book that talk about your personal credit. Put it back on track, please. Get the book for lazy for you and the kids for $9.99. Get the schedule. Get stuck with me. Spend 15 bucks a month and change your life right away. Especially the class this Saturday is going to be done in Bradstreet, turning cash into supply into cash. We're going to play. I'd like you to get out your birth certificate too, if you would please. See, I'd like you to have a paper trail. What does that mean? I want a verification paper trail for yourself. There's always somebody saying the intent. If I find my mommy's maiden name on the birth certificate, I get to use that or my middle name as well. If I have a problem on identity theft, what do I get to do? I get to change the name on the card and I get a new card. I can actually do what? set up a new credit file. But again, we did that with witness protection years ago too. This card says sign it with ink if you're an adult. Do not sign it under 18 unless you have a job. Keep it right. It says do not laminate. Do not use for ID purposes or don't carry with you. It's right there. When assigned to you. The government bonded us for 35 million apiece up to that when we got the form when mommy filled it at the hospital. It is federally mandated mommy signs that form before she leaves the hospital. She puts it in the little baby book, this card here. She hands it when you're 14 to 18 years old. Didn't know what to do. No one told her as well if I didn't tell you. Get a hold of the SS5 and the link tree, please. Recycle your paycheck under the SSN and 1040 tax return. This form is great. I love this one. This to me is one of the greatest forms out there. Why? I can use it and not abuse it for 26 ways to play the game. I get to win the game. I get to win the game. Every one of these pieces get a separate tax ID and a credit file. Hell, let's play. All right, corporations, what in Chapter 18? Illegal what? Legal what's right there, right there. Come on. Person may sue or be sued. All right, this has what? Entity times 1,000, individual person times 3. I can play and put my name there 3 times. I don't have to be a duck and a sheep. What do we got? Banking credit purposes under this. Debt follows tax ID again and again. Builds credit reports. I established that in 87. What do we do? Tax, tax, tax. No taxes due because it's all in the SS4. Our rich and famous people do every day. Simple. You play. Your problem is you did not pay attention. I'm sorry to say it's true. That SS5, mommy filled it out for you. SSN, you gave it to the employer. They taxed your paycheck. SS4, SS5. Department of Treasury Internal Revenue Service application for what? Use for tax ID for what? Corporations. They had to amend it for LLC and LLP because they're not corporations. Who should file bankruptcy? You and your family or division? Make a decision. All right, banks let the branches do it, cities let the cities do it, and that's how it works. You can actually protect your family if you want to. This here allows you to get a card per division per entity. This is 4 escrows at one time. I wrote that at 14 after I created a car finder. So you can play the game. I put it out there when I was 16. If you got a loan, well, come on. I love this stuff. You see, for me, numbers never lie. People do. I don't like that. That's what bothers me. So if I do this correctly today, and I get B of A, Wells Fargo, US Bank, Chase Bank, give me a line of credit, okay? I can get basically 75 divisions on a bank account. Here's 18 on one account for B of A. It's simple to do. We can play the game. If I wrote a check from escrow to 81,750 in escrow, escrow closes to pay the payment for management. My leftovers are simple. I mean, numbers never lie. People do. I love this. It's great. You now get 4132 forever. 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 You don't do a damn thing. It's a management company. You do nothing. See, you got to realize to create a paycheck lifestyle and as a corporation, get a paycheck break even. Until then, you get to $1 million dream. You might want to join me on Saturday to learn to get cash or add a supply credit. Again, that's on Mondays at 4 o'clock for non-coaching people. Here's your future. See, this is the Ray Reynolds Executive Coaching Network. My coaches, I train the coaches to coach you. All right? Then I do the blueprint call with you. Simple. Blueprint calls, you're stuck with me. I set the tone of past, present, and future. Blueprint call in the broadcast is $999. Call later today. The team sells you for $1,500. You get the discount during the live with me. Again, remember you have a 3 months, 6 months, 12 months coaching program. It's right here under the network. I'm going to coach and coach you again and again. That's how we play the game to win. The only way I take payment during the live, if you don't do it this way, call the office lady. It's okay. You just have to pay more money. It's okay. I don't mind. You hurt me. I don't get a paycheck anyway. I haven't had a paycheck for almost 40 plus years. I don't want a paycheck. I don't need one. I have everything I want. Why would I want a damn paycheck? All right, no. The paychecks pay tax. I don't pay tax. Everything goes through an SS4, like rich and famous people do that are trained every day. Do what I tell you to do in 12 months or less. $100,000 a month income. Do what you're told. Doesn't work. 100,000 bucks. So I'm going to tell you flat out when I wrote that book years ago called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills, because it doesn't. It's time to stand up. Man up. You're trying to get your parent company to do business. I'm sorry, it's not going to work that way. It's never worked that way. And 99% fail all the time because they do. I'm sorry. It is structure, rules, and tools. That's how it is. Structure builds finance and dream. We have to understand the division process. Like I said, there's your future. There's your future. There's your mouse pad. There is what I call the blueprint. This is the mouse pad I'll send you if you share, follow, all the time. I want you to focus on your mouse pad because if you understand, your phone's in your hand all the time, so is your mouse pad. All right, finding peace through auto income. You want a red one, yellow, red, white, or blue, with the black one too. God, I'm doing green next. Okay, lime green. Why not? So I just having fun. I spend millions and millions of dollars on mouse pads to give them out for free to anybody who wants to share, help me, help them. It costs me $10 to send it to you. If you're not sharing, I'm not going to send it to you. Why would I do that? We're going to help each other. That's the goal. You help me and help you. Got it so far? In the link tree. Again, you follow, follow, follow. Again, all right, someone said purple. Valerie wants us to go to the purple ones too. Okay? But again, I think the colors blend in. We'll have to see how that looks on the when they give you as well. We're going to do every color there is. Why not? Here, understand something. Okay? It's like some of our ladies in this office, they look pink or this color. I buy them matching mouse pads or mouses and boxes and crap. That's what they want. They match. They like it. Okay, no problem. Happy employee, happy what? They take care of the client. Get one of those cards, get one of these. How about you have 4 escrows at one time? Why not? Let's play. Let's remember I wrote that at 14. Do you have one of these? Do you have one of these? No? See, if I go to escrow, we have to realize one thing. We have to have proof of funds. All right, we can prove $10 million. Is that okay? Certified by attorneys too. We get to play the game to win. You want to win yet? Let me know. See, what happens is some clients sometimes, they need proof of some income or something. Sometimes they vote me as a CFO, attorney in fact. That's just for verification purposes. So it's like a close an escrow with somebody. I might have to use my bank accounts to prove something for them. See, on my petty cash accounts last month, it's simple. There's 4 of them. My petty cash has 310,000. Okay. How about 73, almost 74? How about 102? How about another 100,000 for you? Simple. See, I don't have any excuse. That's why I said I wrote that book called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills. We're going to close a damn escrow. No matter what, we're going to close an escrow because I got 5 billion of escrows lined up. You want to play yet with the guy that's going to help you do it? 18 divisions. You can't even screw it up. What do? You simple. There's your coaching program, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You pick one. You're getting stuck with me no matter what because I supervise all the coaches as well. We get to play the game. All right, don't forget Dun and Bradstreet on Saturday. I want you to learn to supply the cash. What do we do? Here's the schedule. Every morning, 3:15 in the morning, ready to go. Saturday, 7 o'clock. All right, that's free. These are not $15. Wow. Well, $15 is crazy. Today we're going to play. We have a 2 o'clock as well blueprint call today too. We're going to play my way. If you have bad credit, two things, and you have to reduce debt to ratio. Well, I take in Dun& and Bradstreet to supply the vendor credit. If you put yourself in a rapid rescore, you understand I helped create that program as well, rapid rescore, in 1978. I helped utilization processing was my idea. Oldest card, fluctuation rule, 29%. 78, we had a problem. People were having a problem closing escrows. So we create a rapid rescore, rapid refresh. If you need one, it'll push your score up, your green lights, get in the card, and reduce your debt ratio. You have to balance yourself. I call it, push me, pull me. We have to juggle, struggle. Blueprint, like I told you today, if you did it with me, you want to call the office, it's $1,500. Today, I give it away for $9.99 during the live only. If you basically send it now. If you don't, it's okay. Pay more later on, it's okay with me. I don't get paid anyway. So what do we do? This is how you send $9.99 to do it now. If not, it's okay. Call the office, they'll just charge you $14.99. It's no problem at all. What do we do? It's not coming soon. They have to change this because why? We just released it the other day. My way works, your way sucks. Isn't that fun? I mean, it's like anything else. I had to create a division of me book because when you tell people how to do it, it's like they're a bunch of dummies sometimes. Here's a library that I was at since I was 7.5 years old. Very simple. All right, teaching people how to play the game at the library. I had to study law and accounting because why? I had to get out of hell. I don't like being in hell. I don't like to be used and abused. How to master the SS4. How to play the game to win, even in what there's even a quiz in here on how to do it right. I love this stuff. When I broke the world record in '81, that was fun too. We get to play the game and have divisions. I love the division process. I'm now creating a list of all the cards allowed tax IDs because it's like clients want to do their research or they're lazy or there's a bunch of dummies. I don't know. It's my race boat with my wife and my beautiful girl, Redline. My baby, she's now going on 19 this year. Ay, 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 ay. But that's just one of the race boats for the fun of it. So you could play the game and learn to win. This is called Division to me. And at the library all the time, but I just had to go get out of hell. So the reality is very simple. It's even the story about Ted Turner, how to teach him how to use the SS score. Well, what do we do? See, it's called starting it right. We need to change the cover. It's right there. That's for their kids, for you as well. And from there, it's winning the game of credit. You got to realize that series is something you can download this afternoon. They're called The Office. All right, Nick's going to have some fun. So is Walter. So is Ryan, our media team. So if you want maybe one of our t-shirts, we do our best. God does rest. Amen to that too. Simple. God found me money. I went through so much in my life, and the reality is it's simple. I'm here to help people. That's the God that gave me the vision and the dream, the blueprint for you. You want to make money today? Refer people. Get 20% up to 20%. Okay, you get $1,000 of credit as well. You can do that too. Follow me on TikTok. Tap that yellow button 1,000 times and follow, share, 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 and let me change your life starting today. Again, 800-254-9506. Call at 6 o'clock. It's only 5:41 in the morning. You're not riding with the Rolex, the haircut of the chef, or basically the wedding, Carlton. Why you write books, I have no idea. Right? And that 30% of the stuff is a bunch of crap. Sorry, I don't like crap. I like the real rules and tools. Now, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit. Got the sixth silly nickname in Canis Radio. Been on that station over 50 plus years. Playing the game and learning to play and help people every step of the way. 6 days a week, multiple times. So call 800-254-9506. Be assigned to a specialist. That's what you get to do today. Not tomorrow, today. Now, I got to go check 19 bank accounts, a bunch of emails as well. It is 5:42 in the morning. We get to play the game to win. Let's play, but let's do it my way because your way sucks. Sorry to say, but it's true. 800-254-9506. We do our best. God just arrests them into that too. Thank you for joining me this morning. Stay tuned. I'll be online multiple times today too. And always remember at the end of the day, God loves us all. All right, YouTube, that was fun, fun, fun. Till your daddy took the T-bird away. What do we get to do? Call the office, and what do we get to do? Talk to a specialist, and we get to repackage your life my way. Because I love my way, because it works. I'll hold your hand. We'll sing Kumbaya. And we're going to not bring the pain home ever again, ladies and gentlemen. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never, 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 ever bring the pain home. Remember.